I rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal for how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledge is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While others swear the style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings. My fans on my shoulder, reaching after better things. Today I take the shot, for them I'd rather set the screen.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make him bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the result. Look in my eyes when you speaking to God.
Life and for those who be caught up in using what I was scarred with the muse. I guess they call it proving I'm more than an artist. Penciling out my darkest while stenciling out a harvest. And storing what gets me from A to B, just like garages. Instrumental with collages. Envision what I've been drawing. Broadway to give you rhythm like the great Lena Horne. Soul bent on, found comfort in the storm. Find peace and on when you see them others perform. Organized chaos. Okay.
Yo, so what's good, everybody? Welcome to the Knicks at Night podcast. I'm your man, Uncle Freezy. I'm joined by your hosts, City for Real and Hoodie Kev. What's good, fellas?
Not much.
Yo, it's 8 in a row, baby. That's what's going on. It's 8 in a row. we got the Raptors. We got the Raptors in like 13 hours. I'm mad excited. What's good?
Oh, it's an early game, ain't it?
Yeah.
What time is it?
1 o'clock.
Oh, thank God. I would have missed that.
On ABC.
Oh, wow. An ABC game.
Yep. Or ESPN is one of them.
We was reminiscing last night, talking about, remember when NBA used to have games on NBC?
Yep.
On Sundays?
Yep. Yo, check out the merch. Bam. Y'all see the merch. Y'all see what it is. Y'all see that. Representing. The merch is fire. Y'all see it. Y'all see it. Hoodie Kev, why you ain't got a tie on? What's good? He's slacking.
You know, when you're the boss, you know, you can go into work, you know, relaxed and loose. And plus, I'm working overnight tonight. One of my employees had a death in the family. It's interesting to still say one of my employees. I'm still not used to saying that.
And when you're the boss, you can't ever relax. You gotta lead by example. When you're the boss.
So today I had to do my first write-up of an employee.
Right.
I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to come in and be the bad cop.
Right. I don't want to talk about the details of that either.
No, I didn't like it. I really didn't like it.
Chris Chang, what's good? What's good? Hey, Hoodie Kev. So just want to say this real quick, man. I believe the Knicks can make the NBA Finals. I believe there's a pathway.
You've mentioned this pathway to me before, and this pathway looks like it's filled with boulders and large stones and pits of fire. All kinds of things in this pathway.
Chris Chang is in the building. I see you. Rodolfo Irizarry, what's good? Rick V, what's good? Rick V, your joint should be coming any day now, bro.
Rick V.
I just want to point this out, man. The Knicks at Night swag is tremendous, bro. I'm gonna revamp some stuff probably this weekend. We probably got to do a CP to artist collection. You know what I'm saying? CP to artist feels like, you know, he's, you know, alpha right now. So we got to make sure we do
he's maybe alpha from the Power Rangers. That's about it.
Yeah, we'll revamp the city collection. You know what I'm saying? Revamp the city collection and turn it into. Cause CP the artist gave me an idea. He said, "Yo, instead of doing an individual item, what I probably need to do is make a package, like a straight up. What would City wear if he was going to a Knicks game? If he had to pick from the Lawrence Tears collection. So we should probably do that for City and for CP the artist. Word up.
I mean, is it not a
Let's go.
hoodie Kev line? Or is the seasons changing if you ain't wearing hoodies no more?
So we spoke to the Hoodie Cav thing like 7 times, and Hoodie Cav kept saying,
I thought I sent
let
you
me
that stuff. Or
no,
maybe I didn't.
no, you didn't send me anything. So what's good? So what's good, Knicks at Night podcast family? What's good? What's good? Hey, True Pace, what's good? I see you. I see you, True Pace. Real King, what's good? What's good? I see y'all. So we got some real
Juju.
Juju 92 is in the building. What's good? That's good. Ooh, Hoodie Cav. Ooh, wee. If you had some broccoli soup,
Yo,
you wouldn't have
Freezy.
yawns like that. Yes, sir.
I had some
Yo, Freezy.
Yo,
What is that? You got some chicken?
Dominoes.
bro, really? You
Oh.
eating that? Bro, really? That's how you eat like a 9-year-old.
What?
You legit eat like a 9-year-old, bro. Yeah, bro.
Yo, did you ever send that box to Kev yet?
No, Kev never texted me his PO box or his mailing address.
Oh, okay. Man, look at that. Kev, what are you doing? Rick V gonna get his stuff before you get yours.
Right. Kev don't participate well with others.
What are you talking about?
Dog, I've been told you I want to send you that autograph box of kicks. It's still in the office. It's still in the office, bro. Sitting on top of the desk.
I'm sure you can stay there. It's okay.
Yeah.
I appreciate it though. It's a thought that matters. The thought. Anyway,
Hey.
So anybody watch the Mortal Kombat movie?
I have not watched it yet. I'm probably gonna do that tomorrow when I wake up from my sleep, which is gonna be short because I'm gonna have to go to sleep at like 8 o'clock and get up at like noon so I can get ready to watch the game.
0.5 was good.
4 hours to me is like a nap. That's not even regular sleep.
Bro, can we stop talking about Hoodie Cav for just a minute and talk about some Knicks?
He'll be all right.
Yeah,
He'll
so we
be all
can. Yeah, it's turned into the Hoodie Cav at Night podcast.
I just was saying that I need at least 6 to 8 hours of sleep a night.
And the funny thing, I think the ironic thing is like in DMs and text messages and emails from those that watch the show, people legit love to hear Hoodie Cav. Like Hoodie Cav would be like, I didn't wear a tie to work tonight because I just didn't feel like it. And they get enamored with those stories. And I'm like, but the Knicks won 8 in a row. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Y'all read the comments? Y'all be in the comment section of the videos? Like when you go in the yeah, when you go in the comment section, it's like, what is this dude Hoodie Cav talking about? You know what I'm saying? It's more like they talking about Hoodie Cav and his reaction than what we talk about for 4 hours.
Here's something that falls into the narrative. I was just watching ESPN and they were showing it not too long ago. I caught Uncle Freezy a couple hours ago, and I was like, the best athlete in New York right now is Jacob deGrom. Argue it. can't.
I don't know.
No, really, to be honest with you, Eddie C, what's good? Eddie C, I see you. What's good? What's good? So somebody legit said, and this was like the most disrespectful thing I heard in a while. Aside from the lady that keeps catching me at the grocery store, so I'm like, dang, how this lady?
I think Freeze a little froze a little bit. Talking about some lady.
Yeah, it looks like it. It looks like
That's just
like he'll be back.
a funny freeze right there. Anywho,
Freeze with the freeze.
Jacob DeGrom. Did you see my boy tonight? With
I did not.
15 strikeouts. That's 15. That's 1-5.
That's impressive.
He has 50 strikeouts through his first 4 games. And not only is it that he has more RBIs than he has runs allowed this season. The man does it all.
That's impressive.
I bet you wish your Yankees had Jacob DeGrom, but they don't.
They don't. I'm not worried about
it. You're not worried about the Yankees sucking? That's what happened.
No.
People wanted the Knicks to be so good that they sold their soul to the Yankees for the Knicks. Luckily, the Mets are still going strong.
Well, listen, Yankees had they had a bad start early in the season. I think by the end of the season they'll pick it up. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like 35
they
games.
Play too many games. I wouldn't say that. They play too many games, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not to be able to come back and make a statement towards the end of the season.
You can just say that the Yankees are some bums. Is Steve Mills running the Yankees? Is that what's going on?
Can we not even get into that talk? Because you already know what the deal is.
The Yankees suck and the Mets are running New York baseball right now?
I mean, the Yankees are ring masters. That's all I wanted to say. So let's not get into it.
You're talking about rings from 1927? Is that what we're doing? You want to talk about rings of 1927?
So why?
Almost
Let me ask you
100
this.
years ago.
No. Why is it that as soon as I say that, you go all the way back to 27 and not talk about the most recent?
I'm just saying.
This is what you did. This is what you did.
Rings of 1927. They didn't even have TV back then. They didn't even have TV back then.
And y'all see what he's doing? He's not even talking about the recent stuff. He's talking about the old school stuff.
You talking about people still riding around with horse and buggy.
To overshadow the Yankees props. Like,
I don't understand.
Man.
I just don't understand. Was Harlem even like a borough then?
It doesn't. But why? See, this is my thing. Why are you even doing that? Why are you dating back to the 20s and talking about Yankees championships?
You said let's count rings, and I was like, why are you talking about rings from 1927?
No, I didn't say let's count rings. I said the Yankees were ring masters. That's what I said. Again. Exactly what I said. I said the Yankees are ring masters, and you said, "Oh, what you want to talk about? The 1927?" Like, why couldn't you bring up something recent? Why did you have to go all the way back to 1927? Please tell me that.
One World Series championship this millennium.
So why did you have to go all the way back to 27? Tell me.
Why? You said you ring masters, but you got one this millennium. One.
Tell me. But tell me why.
How is that a ring master and you got one?
You couldn't talk about the 90s. You couldn't talk about the 2000s. Right?
How about let's talk about when Mickey Mantle was running around center field?
I don't want to talk about that. I know that's not what I'm about. I wasn't even alive then. Why would I want to come on? I don't want to bring that up. That's not what I watched. That's not what I view. Okay.
You want to talk about Mr. October?
Derek Jeter
Reggie
and the
Jackson.
boys.
You want to talk about Reggie Jackson?
No,
and Thurman.
Like I just said, I just told you, I view Derek Jeter and them boys. The greatest team during the 90s, right? And early 2000s.
The early 2000s.
That's what
early 2000s.
I view, bro.
When you say early 2000s, what exactly do you mean early 2000s? You mean the Boston Red Sox?
When they, yeah. Oh, yeah. I can't forget about
because since 2000, the Red Sox have more World Series championships than the New York Yankees.
Wow. So what?
Right, but you know what I'm talking about.
That's the team in the early 2000s, the Red Sox. Ooh, Yankees fans.
Oh,
yeah, but how many do they have? How many do they have?
Since 2000,
overall? How many do they have overall?
Do they have 4?
I don't know. I don't follow them.
I think the Red Sox have 4 since 2000.
Okay. Last time I checked, the Yankees got 27.
So now you again. See, this is what
I'm just saying.
This is what I mean.
I'm just saying.
You're talking about championships from 100 years ago.
No, I'm saying all together. You bringing up the old stuff. You bringing up the old stuff.
You bringing up old stuff.
How?
And I'm saying, let's be clear. You said the Yankees got 27 world championships. And so, again, you want to bring up championships from 1927.
I said all together. Okay. Obviously, that includes, but I'm not. I just told you a little while ago. I'm not talking about the old stuff that I did not view.
That was literally 93 years ago.
So what are we even talking about? What are we talking about?
Exactly. Y'all see what's going on? This guy keeps bringing up old stuff.
You bringing up old stuff.
What are we talking about?
I want to sit here and
Anyways, let's get back to
yes,
the Yankee fan.
Because I was gonna say because Buds want to talk about the Knicks.
Exactly. Let's get back on track. Let's get back. Let's focus.
Right. Yeah.
Let me get my goggles on.
Yeah, man. Yo, so the Hawks beat the Heat tonight without Trey and Clint Capella? Is that an indictment on the Miami Heat, or is that giving a warning shot at how good the Hawks are?
Who did Miami have out?
I don't know.
Did they have anybody out?
I don't know. I watched the Brooklyn Celtics game, and bro, the Celtics don't look like nobody, bro. I'm not scared of the Celtics at all. At all, man. As a matter of fact, Huddy Kev, I'm gonna throw this out there, and it's gonna be a very, very, very early and reckless take. But I'm gonna throw this out there, and I believe you're gonna call me crazy. But at the same time, I think once we think about it for about a week or two, you'll understand where I'm going with it. I think the Knicks are on the verge of building a dynasty. Yeah, you heard me.
What's your vision?
I think the Knicks. I think the Knicks have a young superstar. Like I think the Knicks have 2 young superstars that are about to. One is about to enter his prime, and the other one doesn't even know how talented he is yet. And if we can keep Thibodeau around long enough, I think we can go on a championship run unlike anything the Knicks have ever seen in their franchise history. So yes, I'm saying if Randall can play at this level and sustain it, I'm talking about 24, 11, and 6. If he can play like this for the next 6 years, and if RJ Barrett can develop into if he takes the same steps that Devin Booker took in his career, or Bradley Beal, or Zach LaVine, or any of the young Jamal Murray, any of those guys, the same steps that they took, just the big step from year 2 to year 3, I think the team is going to be a championship contender for the next 10 seasons. I think we are legit out of I think we are out of the dogma that plagued us in prior years. And so I don't know if us making the NBA finals is a reality this year. I do think there's a pathway though. If everything falls our way, I think we could make the NBA finals. The Miami Heat did last year as the 6th seed, right?
Mm-hmm.
I do believe the Knicks can do it as a 4th seed if everything goes our way, right? But I do believe.
I have a question for that.
I do believe. Wait a minute, Cav. Wait a minute.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, wait a minute. So I do believe with the right additions, I think this Knicks team could legit be a contender. And I'm not talking about like, make the Eastern Conference Finals and lose every year. I'm talking about like making the championship game, making the finals. I'm talking about maybe winning 2 or 3 in an 8-year stretch with this team. If we value guys like Reggie Bullock and Kevin Knox, right? So if we value guys like Alec Burke and Obi Toppin together, you know what I'm saying? Because they don't have to be inclusive or mutually exclusive. They can legit play together. Like in those roles that Reggie Bullock and Alec Burke play, they can play those roles coming off the bench. And if you get Obi Toppin to realize his potential, along with Kevin Knox being a new player coming back next year, and Emmanuel and the thing that people don't notice is, have y'all noticed that Emmanuel Quickly is closing games for the Knicks as a rookie? Have y'all noticed that?
Mm-hmm.
Have y'all noticed his assist totals have increased? Like legit, I think the last time he played, he had 4 assists, right? And so I'm telling you, I think just the natural maturation process of what we have already, right? I think we can legit become the beast of the East. That's it. That's all I want to say. It's just a possibility. That's all. Just something to think about.
There's so much to think about in
City. So you know what's going to happen, right? Either the scared Knicks fans are going to be like, no, that's impossible, and the rest of the NBA is going to be like, no, that's impossible. The Knicks suck, and y'all always will, right? But when you look at what Golden State did to become a contender, they didn't as a team, they didn't reinvent the wheel. They got lucky with a generational talent, but they didn't reinvent the wheel. They knocked down open shots and they played tough defense, right? And for the most part, they stayed healthy for the most part. You know what I'm saying? When the injury set in, of course, no team is going to be undefeated against injuries.
And they drafted well.
And they drafted well, right? Hey, Spree, how you doing?
I'm wonderful, man. Just excited to be here with you guys before another big Knicks game. It's just every game. It's springtime, man. And these games are relevant. I can wear shorts tomorrow. Man, to watch this game. That's exciting for me. I can wear a Knicks Morning Drive shirt with my shorts.
Yeah.
That you can order at the store. And if you haven't done it, check out the store and hit the like button for my man Uncle Freezy. Respect to him and his joint right here.
Yeah, man. So Spree, I don't want to sell you a pipe dream, but what I'd like to do though is explore the possibilities, because I watch the possibilities through other teams as a Knicks fan, watching other teams do it, right? Like I legit watched the Cleveland Cavaliers throw together a roster around LeBron James. They had a generational talent. So regardless of what matchup, They played on a consistent basis. They basically always had a queen on the chessboard, right? And with us, I don't know if we have a queen on the chessboard yet, but bro, we have a lot of a lot of rooks and bishops, right?
Right.
So
Right.
we may not be able to create all angles, but we have individual pieces that can take advantage of the angles that they're allowed to play on. You know what I mean?
I agree. I mean, Quickly and Barrett are two great cornerstone pieces. To obviously Randall, we got a dog, we got a star for sure. Hopefully he's here. Hopefully we get that done and he can sign on a piece of paper this offseason, which I think will happen, and he'll give us a fair deal. We want to pay him, obviously, show him his respect. Because I agree with you. There's no reason he can't do this for another 5 years.
Right. Right.
He's only going to get better.
Because he doesn't turn 27 until November, right?
Yeah.
So you would think there are about 6 more years of this in him before you start to see a decline. But by that time, you have a 26-year-old RJ Barrett,
Right.
a
Yeah, I think it's just
27-year-old.
I think it's just important we go at this with all different avenues to improve the draft. Golden State, you're mentioning Golden State, and you're absolutely right. They hit a gold mine with the Curry thing. We were one pick away, but they also drafted Draymond and Clay, and so they didn't stop. So we can't stop just because we hit some good pieces here. And I still think Obi's going to help us next season a lot more. But we can't stop. We can't just rest on that and say that, oh, now the stars are going to come and we're building a dynasty. I agree we can get there and we have the pieces to start this, and it's looking very good. I agree with everything you said. We can't stop here. We have to now hit again on the draft.
Right, but you know what Golden State had in their favor though? Golden State had one thing that they did better than anybody in the league, right? And that was create open looks for guys, right? They could create open looks for everybody on the roster against any defense on any night against any personnel, right? That was their thing. Their offense is a beautiful offense to watch, or was back then, right? But I'm telling you now, the Knicks have a certain thing that they are the best at, and when you watch the games, yeah, I think this Knicks team can lock down any team in the NBA on any given night. That's their niche. Now you can't just go by data. You can't just go by empirical data. You have to watch the game because sometimes when we play teams, there's a filling out process. So we have to figure out what defense to play, what player to key in on, and then once we figure it out, then we put it's like the boa constrictor, right? Like legit. The boa finds its prey in the first half, and then in the second half, the boa suffocates its prey. I think that's where we are. And if you watched the Charlotte game the other night, man, we allowed them to 31 second half points.
Yeah, we
I'm
gave
going
up
to
like
say
60 in the
something.
first half. But you're right.
I'm going to say something that's going to be wildly unpopular.
Really?
Just a little
Who
bit.
Hoodie Cav? I would have never figured that. Remember, CP the artist is watching too.
It's just once you think about it, right, and be honest with yourself, and you want to feel good, right? You want to believe that this team is as good as how we've been playing. My message has been, I don't want fans to fall into a false sense of security. The Knicks have been very fortunate. One, we have been relatively healthy
Have
this
we?
season. Well, I believe our star player, our best players haven't been lost to injuries for long periods of time like other teams have. The fact that, role players have gotten hurt and missed a game here, a game there. Okay. And with that being said, think about the last time the New York Knicks played a superior team that was at full strength that we beat.
Do you consider Dallas a superior team?
No, I don't consider Dallas a superior team.
Okay.
No,
So it won't be
no,
Dallas.
he wouldn't. He wouldn't in this case. So Kevin is that group of people that are scared to
It's
think
not being
about the future.
scared. Is being
And so Spree, what happens is Kevin's in that group of people that are scared to be what they are. They're like, I can't believe we made it. It's like, you know how you go to Vegas and somebody wins like $5,000 and they want a heater. And what they do is they like, oh my God, man, I won $5,000. I'm gonna take my money and go home. But what they don't think about is, man, you are on a heater and you won $5,000. You are up $5,000. At a minimum, me being a risk taker, I would at a minimum take $2,500 of that money and put it back and see how long this heater can last. Because what happens is, if I'm really on a heater, a true heater, man, I might be able to come home with life altering money, right? At the very minimum, I leave with $2,500. It's more than I came there with, and I had a good time.
all I'm saying is, at the end of the day, once you think about it, you can sit here and you can say, because like Spree brought up Dallas because we beat Dallas, so he wants to believe that Dallas is a better team than we are to give it validation. But if you don't think that Dallas is better,
they had a better record than us at the time. They had a better record. They played a tougher conference. They had both of their stars on the court.
Okay, so we beat the Lakers, and so on paper it says the New York Knicks beat the Los Angeles Lakers.
But LeBron and AD didn't play.
Exactly. So if you read between the lines, LeBron and Anthony Davis didn't play. But we get them again, and LeBron and AD will probably be playing. Is it going to be the Knicks are going to be favored in that game? Are we going to be, expected to win? And if we don't win, what's the narrative going to be? If we don't beat Phoenix, what is the narrative going to be? Is it still going to be this feel-good thing that we can beat teams that are equal to us, but we're not on the level of the upper echelon teams? That's all I'm saying, is just have perspective, because we have yet to beat, unless you want to count Utah and Milwaukee in the beginning of the season, the very beginning of the season. If you're going to count those wins, outside of those wins, we haven't beaten a team when healthy that sits in top 3 of their conference. Fact.
I'm not convinced. That sounds scary to me.
Is that a fact? Have we beat the Brooklyn Nets?
No.
Have we beat the Philadelphia 76ers?
We should have beat the Sixers, but no.
No. Have we beat them?
I think we won one of those games. We got cheated.
No. In the win-loss record, what does it say?
In my win-loss record, it says
your win-loss record. Okay. In your win-loss record.
We lost.
So wait a minute. So it's okay. So I don't know if anybody know anything about courtroom etiquette here. I'm just gonna ask a friend. So I'm just trying to figure out why the prosecution is using half of the argument for and half of the argument against. I don't know if that convinces jurors. It sounds wishy-washy to me. It sounds
going on like double standard.
Yeah, it sounds convenient to me. It sounds like a convenient way to tell people that it's okay to be scared. It's okay to be afraid. But like legit, I'm just saying it sounds like we're scared right now.
I'll say this: when we played,
I was having perspective, being afraid.
No, whose perspective? What perspective? What point of view?
It's like I have the reality stone, and I am wielding the reality stone.
Oh,
but you all like, no, leave us alone with this reality stone. Go away. Let us live in this fantasy world that we are legit Eastern Conference contenders.
So I'll say this. Let me just say something. I think it's fair to say, have we gotten some breaks this year when we played certain teams where their big guys have been out in several games? Definitely that we've gotten some breaks, no question. Have we been relatively healthy most of the year? Yes. I mean, Mitch is helpful to our team, but it wasn't a deal breaker because we got Noel and we got Taj. So we've been able to ride it out. I don't have a problem with you saying we have gotten a ton of breaks. My only issue is I think this team's gotten better, even when they played what we would consider middle of the pack teams. And I think their defense is legit. We could talk about if they go up against superior teams offensively, can they do this? We'll see. We're going to play Phoenix. It's going to be very interesting. But I think our defense is legit. I think our defense has shown up against elite teams all year.
Right.
So all I'm saying is, what is the narrative going to be when we come on here? And I'm not saying that we are. I'm not saying we are. But if we lose to Phoenix, what will be the narrative?
That we lost to a good team.
It depends on how the game goes.
Right. And
see what I'm saying? If we jump in there,
perspective.
Right.
So
if we jump in there and we get blown out.
And all I'm saying is have perspective. That's all I'm saying.
No, man. What you're missing, you're missing the point. You're saying have perspective in general, right? But an individual person's perspective is an individual person's perspective, is what I'm saying. Like you can't tell me to have your perspective when I view it a different way, and then when I say my way is wrong. You said have perspective, and when I presented my perspective, you disagreed, and now you suggest it's wrong. But you said have perspective. Is that not what we heard, City?
Yes, but yo, Freezy, you know what the narrative is going to be? The narrative is going to be however the game gets decided. If we get blown out, people are going to say, oh, yo, you know what? Guess what? We wasn't ready. Like, you know what I'm saying? If it's a close game and we lose, people still going to be on board saying, yo, you know what? We could have won if we would have did this, that, and the third. So it all depends on how the game turns out.
Right. I'm sorry, Spring.
No, I was just going to say really quick, just obviously we want to win every game, but realistically, if you ask me would I sign in blood for getting 2 out of 3 at home here before the tough road trip, I would take that. I would take winning 2 or 3 of the next, which I think is definitely doable. Would I like to get all 3? Yeah. But I think 2 or 3, if we lose that Phoenix game, my narrative will be we did our job, and let's finish the road trip, which is going to be a beast, and see what this team is made of. Period.
Okay, the road trip is just
right. Well, what I'm gonna say is this. What I'm gonna ask y'all is this: who are the Phoenix Suns for us to be afraid of? Right? Wasn't they in a lottery last year? They were in lottery.
Say that again. Say that again, Freezy. Say that again.
Just like
Lord,
us.
give me the strength.
Right.
Who are the Suns?
Right.
They're the number 2 team in the Western Conference.
They ain't our daddies.
That's who they are.
We're the New York Knicks.
They are sitting as the second best team in the Western Conference.
We are the New York Knicks.
We are the 4th best team in the Eastern Conference.
Right.
We can get our fans can get us through games. We can help our players win that game against the Suns. Julius Randle said
can we get out there and guard Chris Paul?
Julius Randle said that today.
I can go out on the court.
Julius Randle told
Wait a minute. Wait. And I don't want to make this about Chris Paul, But I do want to say this. Did you see what we did to Trae Young in the second half before he got hurt?
What?
What?
Are you comparing Trae Young? You're comparing Trae Young to Chris Paul, one of the greatest point guards of all time.
Oh,
do you not?
That's what we're doing now.
No, you comparing him. You comparing them. All I said was, did you see what we did in the second half to Trae Young before he got hurt?
We slowed him down.
We slowed him down, right?
What did they got to do with Chris Paul?
We didn't stop him. Hold on, let me finish.
What did they got to do with Chris Paul?
Can I finish? We slowed him down, right? Right?
I'm waiting for the connection to Chris Paul because you just said don't compare Trae Young to Chris Paul. Yet you want me to sit here and compare what you did to Trae Young to what we can do. Wait a minute. Which one is it? Is it don't compare Chris Paul to Trae Young, but yet you sit here and you want me to compare shutting down Trae Young in the second half to what we can do against Chris Paul?
Did you not hear what I just said?
I did hear what you said.
I said you acting like we can't slow Chris Paul down. I was just using an example.
What is slowing Chris Paul? Because Chris Paul and Trae Young had two different games.
But what I'm telling you is if we can slow one of those guys down, we can slow the other one down.
No,
that's what I'm
they're
saying.
Two different players.
It doesn't matter.
Chris Paul doesn't have to score 20 points a game for him to be effective.
Last time I checked,
it doesn't matter.
Last time I checked, the game was at home. Our fans can help. Julius Randle said today.
What City is saying makes no sense.
No, how does that, Kevin,
how does that not make sense?
Because Trae Young's game is completely different from Chris Paul's game. Chris Paul has zero. Chris Paul can have 0 points and still be the best player on the court.
All I'm saying is that we have the ability to be able to slow Chris Paul down, just like we slowed down Trae Young.
We always gave Chris Paul problems throughout the years anyway.
Why are you trying to act like? Why are you trying to act like I'm saying ridiculous stuff, bro? I'm just saying we can slow those men down.
Kev, you just can't put things in a department. You're going to say that we playing the second best team in the Western Conference, but we beat the first team in the Western Conference. So therefore, that counts. You can't just take it and use it when you want to. The Knicks beat the Jazz.
Doesn't matter that it was earlier in the year.
It doesn't matter.
Jesus Christ.
So therefore, we beat the best team in that conference when we wasn't at our best.
How many other point guards have we slowed down?
Hey, City, let me get this for a second. What do we really need to be afraid of? We showed we can win games in streaks. We showed that. We beat Milwaukee. That's the third best team. So what? We didn't beat Brooklyn. But look at here. We lost by Brooklyn by 1 or 2 points. We lost to Philly the next time we played them by 1 or 2 points. So therefore, this is a competitive team that deserves their spot. Now, for you to sit up there and try to
Brooklyn, didn't even have. No. You lost to Brooklyn. That didn't have Kevin Durant or James Harden.
What?
And you be like, "Oh, whoa, this competitive."
No.
What are we talking about here? What are we talking about?
No, listen. Did Utah have their full team when we played?
Rob the Nick, let me ask you something. Hey, Rob the Nick, have you been to the Orange Tears online mall yet? To check out the swag?
No, I haven't.
You ain't seen the stuff yet?
Oh, that's nice.
Come on, bro.
That is mean.
Come on, bro.
Hey, look. I get my money, I get my taxes back. I just had to pay tuition for my daughter, so I ain't been on the whole line shopping no place. You know what I'm saying? But when the taxes come back, it's mine. I can do what I want, and I will be in the store.
Yo, Freezy,
I will be in the store. But Kev, you just can't take the Utah Jazz and throw it away, and then you want to mention teams that didn't have players. We don't care. Let's keep on with the season. I'm not scared of anything. The Knicks proven to me that I don't need to be afraid of any team. From the way they've been playing all season, I don't need to be
Don't be
afraid of any
afraid.
team.
I don't want nobody to be afraid. I carry the motto of the Ghostbusters. I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
Hey,
I'm
look,
not afraid of these teams.
we can lose and we can win, but right now, when you look at
People
this
have
team,
this.
right now, and this is team presently constructed throughout the league, it's not supposed to do what they did. So anything that's going forward that happens is your extra topping on your ice cream. You like ice cream by itself, and you like ice cream with your favorite toppings. Everything that happens after this is an extra topping. Enjoy your topping, Kev.
Bro,
I'm done.
Busy B said, Busy B said, yo, I love vanilla ice cream and I love apple pie. But when you put apple pie and vanilla ice cream together, bro, when you talking about apple pie a la mode, are you serious? Are you serious, bro? So what it is Hood Kev is afraid of the moment. I think he's afraid of what other Knicks fans are gonna say to him if we mess around and lose a game. Are you serious? If we lose to the Phoenix Suns, guess what it is? It's a loss. That's it. That's one loss. Dude, you won 8 in a row. So it's like saying, yo, 8 wins in a row it does not equal one loss. That's ridiculous. Stop being afraid, man. What are we afraid of? We won 8 in a row.
I'm not scared of the Suns, man. I'm not scared at all. We can beat them.
all.
We're at home. And Julius Randle said today on the podcast that the 2,000 fans, he's been to other arenas with fans. The 2,000 fans feel like 15,000 and get us through. That's what he's saying. If he's feeling that, I trust him because he's on the court, Hoodie Cap. So I'm not scared of Chris Paul and all these guys. They got to come up to my crib. Period.
Thank you. And listen, all I said was we have the potential, the possibility to slow that man down. That's all I said.
Look, we give Chris Paul problems every time he comes to New York. And Chris Paul is not left New York as the guy.
Right. And the other thing too to this Chris Paul point is before the season, when we were saying, yo, we should trade for Chris Paul, cats were like, man, Chris Paul, 1,000 years old, man, we don't need Chris Paul with all that money. And then now when Chris Paul's on another team coming to visit, people are like, oh my God, I'm scared of Chris Paul. Which one is it, bro? It can't be both.
No. Me, Hoodie, and I'm only speaking of Hoodie Kev. Hoodie Kev desperately wanted Chris Paul. If this team had Chris Paul on it,
I think Chris Paul right now wish he would have came.
I think he can still come after this season. He can opt out.
Hey, look, no. We don't need him.
Not gonna do that.
We wouldn't need him right now. We wouldn't really need Chris Paul right now. We need our starting point guard for the future.
I agree.
That's what we need. We don't need no stopgap. We need our starting point guard. We got Derrick Rose and our starting point guard for the future.
Right. And Derrick Rose is got to play.
Who's that going to be, Rob?
I don't know yet, bro. I like Schroeder. Me personally, I like Schroeder.
Man.
So we will be giving him what, 20? Because he turned down 4 for 80 something.
Yeah, 4 for 84.
Guys.
We could probably give him like 3 for 70 and a team option in that third year.
What about drafting a point guard in the draft and getting one in the draft?
We're gonna still do that.
We still gonna do that. And I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I think the reason why Schroeder's turning down the money from the Lakers is because there's no pathway for him to be the man. Right? That's what I think. And I think the dude is third string. You know what I'm saying? And even though he wants to win a championship, you know what I'm saying? At some point when you're young, you want to be like, yo, I want to contribute on a grander scale. Like I don't want to play third fiddle. You know what I'm saying? And if he comes here If he comes here, he'd at least be 2B, even if him and RJ have to take turns.
Who we
You know
talking
what I'm
about?
saying?
Yeah.
Dennis
I'll be
Schroeder.
right back for a second, fellas. My phone about to
Well,
ring.
you all know that I'm
Yeah,
on the
me too.
De'Aaron Fox train. Um, that's where I'm at. De'Aaron Fox.
Right. Yo, so can we do this real quick? Chuck Allen, what is good?
Yo, it was good. What's good, City for real?
What's going on, bro? You've been here for a minute,
Right.
so we need you to speak your piece. What you got, man? What you think? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. Uh, I'm like most. I'm like most people. I didn't think we were going to be where we're at right now. So I'm like savoring the moment because it's house money from this point. Like in the beginning of the season, like as long as we get more than what we won last year, we're good. And we've exceeded that expectation, and it looks like, yo, there's really light at the end of the tunnel. But I don't want to make any mistakes trying to chase a glimmer right now when we have like the future is is a lot brighter if we just wait. Because I'm thinking in like 3 years when uh what was that 2023, I was looking at all of the free agents. They're all the old
Mm-hmm.
stars. They're the guys that we've been wanting the past 10 years. Like they should be on their way out. So if
Right.
we continue to build with our young core, adding pieces, keeping the consistency, because at the end of the season, there's going to be a lot of free agents on our team. Who are we going
Mm-hmm.
to who are we going to prioritize? Is it going to be Bullock and Burks?
Mhm.
How much we going to pay them? Because we have to understand, in order for us to get back to where we are this year, we've got to have consistency. It can't be a whole new team again next year. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
facts.
saying?
Facts. Yeah.
Uh,
Hey.
so I think the front office has to be strategic in this offseason. There aren't great free agents, but there might be some gems as well as in the draft because we're not going to be picking high. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
sure which point guards are going to be available when it's time for us to pick. Is that guy going to be uh, a day one starter, or are we going to have to re-sign Derrick Rose and he has to start while that guy comes off the bench and get his legs together?
Right.
Um, I like the position that we're in. I want us to be patient, um, enjoy it for what it is right now, uh, and yo, fear no team. What are they going to do? What can
Mm-hmm.
like yo? We're a top five defense. Our offense is starting to click at the right moment. So I mean, it's anybody game until the fourth quarter. Like I think we can hang with just about anybody in the league, whether they're full strength or not, just
Mm-hmm.
because I see something different with this crew than I've seen with any Knicks team in the past 10 years. They don't give up. They keep fighting. You're not going to keep them down. And I like that because before, when they got hit in the mouth, they'll fold and that's it. We're getting blown out. Now, did you see the third quarter, the last game? That was our Achilles heel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Listen,
came out, we came out like, nah.
Chuck, I've been saying this the last couple of times about how we've played in the third quarter, knowing that we've played a ridiculous amount of games that we played horrible in the third quarter. And the last few games or so, we've been stepping it up. And I'm with you on that. Yo, I thought that was a big thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said it the other night. I said it the other night before. You know what I'm saying? When we outscored what team was that we scored He scored 30 something. I can't remember now. But anyways, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, that was big.
Right. That was big, and that showed me growth, because that's been like I said, our Achilles heel for a while, just coming out horrible in the third quarter. So if we can keep, I think Tibbs is finally finding his right combinations of people, putting them out on the floor, putting them in the best positions to succeed. I like I said, man, like I'm not tripping on nothing. Like I'm good. Like whatever happens the rest of the season, I'm taking it with a smile, because we ain't supposed to be here. We're not supposed to be here. So whether it's the Suns, whether it's the Lakers, whether it's the Nets at full strength, like, yo, I'm going out swinging, because David slew Goliath, from what I've read. So I'm with all the smoke, but just don't get crazy and think, oh well, next year, nah, we gotta keep some consistency, like some key guys like Noel, Burks and Bullock, because those were the consistent guys, and D Rose, those were the consistent guys for us this year. And like I said, at the end of the season, we're going to have a lot of free agents. There were a lot of one-year deals signed last year.
Excuse me.
Go ahead, Kev.
I have a question for you. When you say consistent this year, do you mean like the entire year, or do you mean like in stretches? Because I don't believe that Reggie Bullock and Alec Burks have been consistent. They've had stretches of consistency,
Okay.
but I wouldn't call them consistent all year.
I wouldn't necessarily say that either, but I'm saying consistency from this standpoint. Like, these guys have played together. They're starting to form a chemistry. So you can't just have a turnover of the whole roster again with new people and expect the same results. Like we these guys are fairly young. Who else are we paying in the next 2 or 3 years? Like for real.
You do know that every
I don't expect
every team in every sport has turnover. No team comes back the exact same, right? Championship teams don't even come back the exact same every year, because
what's your point?
areas that you need to get better.
What's your point?
And so to sit here and say, oh, this team needs to come back. No, because if they came back, we'll be in the exact same spot.
No,
we're in.
that's not true.
No, you wouldn't.
Because chemistry.
Let me get to that real quick. Shout out to Elvis and Tether with the $10 super chatter platter. He says next year we will be the best team in New York City.
That's a big statement.
So I don't agree with what Kev just said there, because
it wasn't. Isn't that true?
See, here's my thing: the more people you bring back, the more you get to play together. That you could have a better team next year. There's no truth that will stay the same.
So again, let me ask a question. Name a team.
Let him finish. Finish.
It doesn't make any sense to say, let's run it back. Nobody does that.
Go ahead, say name a team, Kev. I already got a team. Name a team that what?
That brought back the exact same team.
What are you saying?
The Phoenix Suns.
Yeah. So
when the Phoenix Suns brought back the same team when the coach of the Nets was playing with Nash. What Stoudemire got better the second season, and your boy with the shots, what's his name? Marion. He got better.
Marion.
Everybody Bosa got better. They just got better doing team chemistry. That same team came back and won almost. That was like in 90. That was the year. That was like the 97 season.
No,
the 97 season.
No,
that's 2000.
No, that was 2006.
No.
You talking about
Okay,
Sean Marion, Amari Stoudemire, Steve Nash? Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
you
think
talking about
was it the
yeah,
'97?
you
I
talking
don't
about
think it was
2006, 2007.
Okay, yeah. It was the year that they beat the Lakers and
I didn't say
Kobe.
that. I didn't say that.
Okay, so yeah, that year, that team right there, the year before, they won something
They
like
beat the
30.
Lakers. They beat the Lakers.
They beat the they knocked Kobe and them out the playoffs. They sure did. They lost because in that final round, that's when Horry and Danny Ainge got into it when he threw the towel in his face. Something happened. It was
Yeah.
two things. I may be like, I don't have
You talking about the series where Nash got like hit and there was a
got
suspension?
that broken nose and he was that series. They
Against the
went
Lakers?
from
No, the Spurs.
they wiped the floor with the Lakers. Shaq was gone. They wiped the floor with Kobe and them. I think they beat
Shaq
them
was
like
on.
I think the Lakers only won one game. And then they got into
gentlemen's
it when
sweep.
Danny
So
Ainge on the side. Danny Ainge on
you're
the
right and
sideline got
you're
into it
wrong.
with Horry. Horry threw the towel in his face. Right there on national TV. He was I think Ames was the coach. He got the towel through, and then your boy got all bloody, and then Stoudemire and them got thrown out the game. It was something that went down.
That's
with
against the Spurs.
Yeah. They had the Spurs on the rope, and then Stoudemire got suspended. I think Nash got suspended, and then the Spurs went on to beat them because they had the Spurs number. They started.
People left the bench.
The bench, exactly.
Rob,
they left the bench.
Rob talking about the year that Robert Horry hit Steve Nash into the boards, and Amari Stoudemire came off the bench to get at Robert Horry. You know what I'm saying? And then the Spurs wound up beating him. That's what you're talking about. Man. But anyway, the thing Hoodie Cav is saying, I'm not for sure. City, is this what you have to deal with on a nightly basis, bro? Just wild random takes?
How was that random?
Basis.
On a 10-minute basis. I don't know.
How was that random? So you're trying to say the teams bring back the exact same teams? They don't make no changes at all?
No, that team.
Nah, that's not what I'm saying.
Chemistry matters, Kev. You can play.
He didn't say bring back the whole team. He said bring back a lot of these guys, but obviously, of course, we're going to add pieces. You don't think Reggie Bullock's gotten better as the season's gone along, playing more with the team?
Do you really want me to answer that question?
Yes.
No.
Truthfully.
No.
Yeah.
And
truthfully.
No.
Of course it's gotten better.
No, we don't want.
No, do not answer that question. Do not answer that question.
If he can answer it truthfully.
No, we
you don't think
talk about it.
You don't think Alec Burks has been Mr. Fourth Quarter lately, getting better, knowing his role, Tribb's trusting him at the end of games, knowing his rotations better? Of course he has.
I think
answer the question truthfully.
Personally, here's the thing, right?
Well, listen to me.
I don't think that it's more or less them getting better is them taking advantage of an opportunity.
Kev,
and those are two different things.
This is like being in the pick and roll. When Derek Fisher tells you to go to the wing, you go to the wing. I'm trying to tell you.
I don't know if it's like I said. I think that Reggie Bullock is the same player. I just think that he's taking advantage of certain opportunities.
And if he didn't take advantage of those opportunities, you would have something to say.
It's like Reggie Bullock was bad when he was taking 5 threes a game. But he started taking like 10 threes a game. He makes more threes and makes it like he's doing better. No, he's just taking more shots.
He's shooting 40% over his last 30 games.
That's not him getting better. He's just taking more shots.
He's shooting 40% his last 30 games.
Because he's taking more shots.
So he
deserves more shots. He deserves more shots.
Listen to what I'm not saying anything about him deserving anything. I'm saying if I go 1 for 4, it makes it look like I'm shooting 25%. But if I go 4 for 9, it makes it look like I had a better impact. I'm just taking more shots.
But that's a fact.
It's not me getting better. I'm taking more shots.
Hold on. 1 for 4 is 25%. 4 for 9 is closer to 50%. I don't understand.
Yeah, that's 44%.
I don't understand.
Exactly. That's all
So
it is.
he's helping
It's
the
like,
team.
yeah,
When he
I
shoots
missed.
more shots,
Listen,
he's helping
I
the
missed
team.
3 shots compared to I missed 5 shots. But the percentage is better because it's a greater volume of
No,
shots.
it's not the same thing. 1 for 4 is not the same.
No.
2 for 4, 3 for 4 would be the same as closer to 4 for 9.
No,
Yes.
that's not.
Yes,
Listen,
I took math.
you're saying his shooting was bad before
I didn't
because
think
he
his
was
shooting was
taking
that
less
bad.
shots, right?
No, I
So
didn't
he
say
was
that.
shooting worse earlier.
No, he was
But
shooting a
now
little
he's
bit
taking
worse.
no. Listen,
Yes.
look at the stats. He was shooting less. His percentage was worse.
How much
He
worse?
started shooting more. His percentage has gotten better.
How
So
much
is
worse?
he helping the team
He
shooting
was
more?
shooting well. He was shooting well early on
Is
the year.
he
It's not like
helping the team?
Okay, listen to what you said because now you want to make an argument to defend what you said. You said Reggie Bullock's shooting better as of late.
No.
You want to know why he's shooting better as of late?
No.
Because as of late, he's
Spree, let me
taking
get
more
this.
shots.
Go ahead, Rob.
Spree,
I give
Spree,
up.
let me get
I
this.
don't understand why y'all don't
Okay,
understand that concept.
Kev, look. Is him shooting more helping the team win more?
I didn't say it wasn't.
I'm asking you a question.
You all are taking what I'm saying
No,
the wrong
Kev,
way.
I don't look. I'm not dealing
I'm
with
not
you.
saying. Listen,
Kev, I am
Reggie
not
Bullock to
dealing
me
with you and
is
Spree
the
Will
same
talking about.
exact player.
Kev,
The only difference
you,
is Reggie Bullock is taking more shots.
So is it helping the team win? Him taking more shots, is it helping the team win?
I guess, yeah.
Wait,
We're winning.
Case closed.
Wouldn't taking more shots give you a better chance to have a lesser percentage?
Hey, Spree, look. Reggie Bullock taking more shots helped the team win. Kev said yes.
If Reggie
that
was
case
bad,
is closed.
hold on. If Reggie was bad and shooting 1 for 4, wouldn't him taking more shots? Wouldn't you think that means that his percentage would go down?
No.
Why not?
Oh my God, do I got to say it again?
Why?
Again, let me say this: if I take 4 shots, I miss 3 of them. Right? I'm shooting 25%.
That means
I take 9 shots.
That means you miss 75% of your shots.
I take 9 shots. I miss 5 of them.
If Peyton takes more shots, do the Knicks win?
He's just taking more shots.
4 for 9 is better. It doesn't look better. It is better. It doesn't look better. It is better. It is better. It's not. It doesn't look better.
Because the volume of shots have gone up for Reggie Bullock. That's the only thing.
They should.
No, man,
they should go up for Reggie Bullock.
I'm not saying it's not. It shouldn't or it should. I'm saying it's better because he's taking more shots. People got on Reggie Bullock because they're like, why isn't Reggie Bullock shooting the ball more?
I give up. I'm done. Let's move on. I can't.
This is.
I took algebra. I took statistical analysis. I'm done, man. I'm done.
And nobody wants to listen to Dog.
Hey, what's up, Ty Bobby?
I just told him, man.
Hey,
I mean, I can't help common sense. I don't know if they took that in school at all.
Right. Hey, anyway. So they asking me to go ISO in the chat. I guess it's because Hoodie Calf math is wrong, and on a bunch of levels. It's not relevant to the conversation, and it don't make sense. Because 1 for 4 is never going to be 4 for 9. This just not how numbers work. But the thing is I would say is this: the original point. Does Reggie Bullock help the Knicks? Is Reggie Bullock on the Knicks roster make the Knicks better? Yes.
Exactly.
Then that was easy answer. Yeah,
that's all that matters. Reggie Bullock on the Knicks taking more shots. The Knicks win more games. So therefore, when he was taking less shots, it wasn't good for him. Because once you get more, because if Peyton took more shots, we'll lose more games. We can all agree to that. So Reggie Bullock taking more shots, we win because he's a better shooter. So the Knicks win more games with Reggie Bullock taking more shots. And I think he should take a little bit more.
Right. Was that for you?
Right. What I was getting at, though, Rob, is what I was getting at is this, man. I believe the Knicks are on the verge of something so special that we don't recognize what it is because we're in unfamiliar excuse me, we're in unfamiliar territory. You know what I mean? Like when the Golden State Warriors legit turned their franchise around and became a championship contender, you couldn't tell in the beginning because they had been so awful for so long, right? But by the time they made their run at the championship, you knew that you were watching something special. And I think that's where we are right now. We're legit at the place where we've stopped being the awful franchise and team and have turned the corner and we're turning into somebody special.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So yeah, and so Ty Barber said this is like 1991. Exactly. It's the time frame that we stopped being the team that people used to drag and disrespect and turn into somebody respectable. Yeah, and so just let me shout out some people real quick. So Justin King was good. Marge Fitzmaurice, I see you. I see you out there. My motivation was good. Pace was good. Antoine White was good. I see y'all.
Wait a
You know what I'm
minute,
saying?
wait a
Hey,
minute.
William, what's good? What's good?
Freezy,
That Beck was good. Yo,
can you do the roll call right? What are you doing?
yo, I'm in the bro. I'm in the telly.
Oh, okay.
I'm not at home.
Okay. Okay, I
Yeah,
got
that's
you.
why.
I got
Yeah. I'm in the suite, man. With they got all kind of fancy stuff in here, man, and it's crazy. But I just
you.
can't act up and be myself.
No,
You know
I
what I'm
feel you.
saying?
I feel you.
Like
No,
I
you
can't cut
good.
up
You good.
because
I was just thinking
yeah,
like that. What's
because
going on? Freezy doing the roll
the suite
call, man.
managers are
So
probably yeah. What's hey Chef NYK? What's good? What's good? Hey Marge Fitzmaurice said, "Kev, stop talking," and the viewers went up. Yeah, that's wild. Yeah, that is wild. Hey. So Chuck Allen, I want to ask you, man, how do you feel? How do you feel about where the Knicks are right now? I know I'm super pop. I'm at one end of the spectrum, and I know a lot of Knicks fans are at different places on the spectrum. Like I feel legit like um this team right now is going to do something special. How do you feel about where we are? What's good, Felipe 210? What's good? You see the
Uh,
merch?
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Fly. I, I I think that we
Yeah.
are in a good spot. I don't want the front office to panic and think, yo, we are championship ready and mortgage the future to try to win right this second. I feel like our window to be consistent champions, consistent contenders is in a couple of years. Like I still think we have room to grow. We're definitely overachieving. Um and I'm cool with that. I think in order for this thing to be done right, you got to be smart. And that's why I said earlier bringing back certain key pieces uh for consistency and chemistry, because whoever you decide to not bring back, that person has to be replaced. And if you're talking about replacing 5 and 6 people that were key in your rotations from last year, come on, y'all. Like that's not a recipe for something good to happen. You know what I mean? So I think we're in a good spot. I want us to just keep playing ball. Let's continue to see what we have. I think the playoffs is definitely going to show us uh, more about the guys that we're on the fence about, especially giving a longer contract to. Um, and then hopefully we might see something great from someone unexpected, you know. But I feel real good about where we at right now.
Yo, I got a question for you, Chuck. Right? So I feel like our veterans, whichever ones that we have, I feel like they just might turn it up a notch when it comes to the playoffs. You know what I'm saying?
I think so. I think so too.
I feel like they just might turn it up a notch. Like I think Derrick Rose might galvanize those veterans and say, "Listen, bro, y'all know we been here, or not we, but you get what I'm saying."
Mhm.
Derrick Rose will probably tell those guys, "Listen, y'all know I've been here before, and y'all know what we can do and what we capable of." I think Derrick Rose is gonna galvanize the troops of the veterans and get those guys playing legit professional basketball.
Okay, for a second there, I thought you was about to go championship. Like, yo, we're gonna get to the chip and do something. Like, we honestly, guys, y'all can call me Mr. Pessimistic, but I don't think our offense is there to compete with some of these guys that have elite scorers at multiple positions. Like, we
Right.
having guys that are having great years or great part of the year, and they're being a little more consistent. But uh,
No, I'm not saying like, but only thing. So the only
Hey
thing what
Chuck,
I'm saying
I
is
think Chuck is bugging. Chuck, so
I
City,
wanted to ask
City,
Freezy.
City. Let me add. So Chuck, how do you say that? And the other night we scored 137 points.
okay. I'll say
I
this.
think what we're doing is saying our early season offensive struggles are being parlayed to what we're doing right now, but you can't compare our early season offensive struggles to what we do. We just scored 137 points in our last game.
Freezy, if I may
I
ask you
mean,
something, because I've been meaning to say, you said there's a path, right, that a Knicks can make it to the finals, and I would like to know what
right,
this path is.
right.
he already explained it.
I must have been gone.
Oh yeah, that's right. You
Right.
wasn't
I
on the
explained.
morning drive. That's right. You wasn't on the morning drive. My bad.
Yes, can you explain it for Knicks at night what this path is?
Man, I explained it last night on the Knicks at Night podcast.
Where was I at? I was here the whole night. I don't remember this path. I don't remember this path.
Yeah, because you
Spree
wasn't listening.
asked
You
me,
was yelling.
Yeah,
and
Freezy
and
brought
and
the
so
stuff on Knicks tonight.
Spree asked me, right, and Spree asked me, and every time I start doing it, people cut me off, so I don't never get to put it all the way out. So then people ask me again, over and over and over again, to say it, to talk about it, but I do it, and people cut me off all the time. Because the first time I did it, I had to beg Rob the nigga. I was like, Rob, just let me finish. Let me finish. Let me finish. So, I mean, yeah, there is a path. Just like there was a path last year for the Miami Heat to make the NBA Finals. So the Heat made the NBA Finals last year, right?
Right.
The
Yes, they
Heat,
did.
the Heat were the 6th seed, right? And
Right.
they made the NBA Finals. But Knicks fans will be like, oh, but they have Jimmy Butler. They'll make 1,000 excuses for other teams. When other teams do it, they have 1,000 excuses why it works. And then when it's our turn, they have 1,000 excuses to be negative.
No, I thought it was a fluke. Miami got there
It's
last
just the
year.
way it is.
I mean, I can't take anything from them. They made it, but at the end of the day, it's like, really?
I'm not gonna lie. This season feels like 1999.
There's
Yo, let
definitely some.
me.
There's definitely some things that make it parallel. I agree. Lockout year, COVID year. Some of the guys that the only difference in '99 is we did some trades, but I mean, guys coming in and out with the COVID situation, I guess you could say it's just been weird. But I hear you, man. I mean, this was
Yeah.
unexpected. We didn't expect that '99 team to make a finals run. And let's be real, they didn't play good basketball for a lot of that season. They came on at the end.
Yeah,
Right.
just like us.
And that's
Just
why
like
I
this
say
team.
that. Like, I feel
Just
we're
like this
coming
team.
on towards the end of the season, starting to like really figure each other out, because there was a lot of inconsistencies throughout the year with the lineups. people being out for this reason, for that reason, coach just DMPing people or not playing them. I think there's cohesion, and that counts for something going into the playoffs. Like they always say, you want to get hot towards the end of the season, and that carry on into the playoffs.
Right.
I feel. Go ahead.
Yo, no, I was just gonna say real quick. Let me get this out the way real quick. Yo, shout out to my daughter. I see you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. I'm glad you're here. You know I love you. And Allah wise. Later on,
Yo,
once I
hey,
retire,
City,
Darth
do
City.
you think
But
we can get this?
what?
Oh, what I was gonna ask is this: do you think we are doing a good enough job to get this live stream up to 100 likes?
You already know we in the building. Yo, hold on. Time out. This is a Darth City timeout. Hold on. Since y'all not smashing that like button, let me breathe easy for y'all real quick. Listen, y'all here at the Knicks at Night podcast, and y'all watching, y'all viewing, y'all know what to do. When you step in the building, it don't cost you nothing. Just smash that like button, baby. We here. We here for y'all. We here for the people, and we here for the fans. Smash that like button when you enter the room. That's all.
Oh God, I don't know why
That's
when you
all.
said that, I was
What?
thinking about Miss Steele from The Color Purple. My God, I'm here. I'm here.
Yes, we are here. We are in the building.
Thank you for
And I
giving
know
me Miss
Freezy can't
Steele
listen.
a Miss
Freezy
Steele
can't be
throwback.
loud. Freezy can't be loud today. Okay, he's in the suite. He's in the master suite.
Yeah,
So he can't be loud. But guess what? We in the building. Let's go get that energy all the way up.
bro. And so what I was gonna say to what Chuck Allen was alluding to, and any Knicks fans that remember '99, and I think Spree may remember this, but the similarities were so different. The coaching style, if you go by the coaching style, right? Do you think Tibbs and Van Gundy are similar in the way that they coach?
I think they're pretty similar. I mean, there's some
Do you think
differences.
what about the point guard situation in '99?
Are you trying to
What
diss
about the
Charlie
point
Ward
guard
right now?
situation in '99?
Are you dissing Charlie Ward?
I mean, the point guard situation wasn't great.
What I'm saying is the point guard situation was the same as it is now. Like it was a revolving door. Each point guard brought a different thing to the table. And so here is the kicker. Here is the kicker time for '99. In '99, we had a bunch of big men that were hurt. We had a bunch of bigs that were hurt. So much so that Larry Johnson had to play up. He had to defend Tim Duncan in the finals. You remember that?
I brought it up last night.
Oh, yeah. You're right.
Right.
There were some injuries.
Right. I mean, and I mean, if you just go by that alone, man, this is eerily similar to '99. Now, do I want this season to be like '99? Let me get my camera back. I'm sorry. Do I want this season to be like '99? In a sense, yes. But excuse me, at the same time, I would like for us to take advantage of the opportunity if we get to the finals, because I don't see an emerging dynasty out west, right? I just see a bunch of veteran teams that are playing good basketball, but I don't see a San Antonio Spurs dynasty growing out west. You know what I'm saying? Like, can we point to a team out west that's young and on the come and
Suns.
that may be a dynasty that will rival what we're going to do in the East.
The Suns. Phoenix Suns.
The Nuggets.
Jamal Murray's hurt though, but
Is Jamal Murray always going to be hurt?
no.
Because he said
When he's
moving
healthy.
forward.
Oh,
I mean,
moving forward.
If he said moving forward,
Yeah. Yeah, the Nuggets are a good team.
and I mean, yeah, you can say, oh, the Suns have a 35-year-old
Yeah.
point guard.
What about
That's
Utah?
true. Utah's young too,
Yes,
and
gotta count them.
locked up their two stars. And I think Bogdanovich is still under contract also. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think we're reaching. None of those teams are going to be a dynasty. I mean, come on, man. I mean, really, if somebody had said to me, well, you know what? Maybe if the Dallas Mavericks add one more guy, or maybe if the New Orleans Pelicans add one more guy, then I'd be like, you know what? I could buy into that.
Why
But
can't
just
Denver
to
Nuggets
throw
be
out the Denver Nuggets.
Yeah.
The reality is, I think the Knicks are the most
Okay.
attractive destination based on our future.
I'm trying to figure out who's old and
Spree, did you Spree, did you see how I set the trap? Did you see how I set the trap for Hoodie Cab? So a trap was set for Hoodie Cab, and he jumped into it.
No,
Right?
I mean I can
So
think
I
of
said,
a plethora.
so Chuck Allen. So he's in the trap now and think he's in the bed. You're not in the bed, Hoodie Cab. You're in what we call a trap. So I asked you a trap question. I asked you legit. I legit asked you, how come I proposed a thing? Well, the Knicks could be a dynasty, and you were like, no, the Knicks can't be a dynasty. The Knicks can't do this. And then I legit, in the same conversation, asked what team out west could be a dynasty, and you started rattling off names.
When did I say the Knicks couldn't be a
Did
dynasty?
that not just happen, City?
No, it didn't.
Well, you know what that was?
City, did you see that, right?
Breezy, you know what that was? Remember the old school traps that they used to show on the cartoons where they would have the box
Excuse me.
with the stick, right? And they would have the string tied to the stick, and they would put the breadcrumbs following to the box. You know what I'm saying?
The box trap.
And then the animal gets to the box, and they just pull a string, and it closes.
That's great. That's called Acme.
Spree did.
Anyways, but
Spree,
when
did you see that? Spree, did you see that?
No,
Yeah,
no one saw anything.
I saw it. It was a trap.
When did I ever?
Can
I please?
So I legit asked you, and I knew. And no, Kev. This is a podcast. This is not a monologue. Like one person just don't get that.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
I never said the Knicks couldn't be a dynasty. So how did I fall for a trap when I never said the Knicks couldn't be a dynasty? I never said that.
Michelle Carter, salute.
I'm under the influence. Do I got to show the picture? I got to show the picture.
No. Wait. What picture are we talking about? Is this the one that I think it is? No.
Cab, you legit.
Because I'm the main one saying. I'm the main one saying the Knicks are going to be a dynasty. The rival, some of the greatest dynasties.
No, man.
I said that a long time ago. I even have video. I even have photographic evidence to back that up. That I believe this Knicks team can be a dynasty.
Don't want to see the picture.
But
I've seen it too many times.
that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, when did I say we couldn't be a dynasty?
So Marge Fitzmaurice said he said Knicks can't get better, but those other teams can. That's exactly what happened.
Huh?
That's exactly what happened. And yes, that's what you said. And then when Rob the Knick asked you about Reggie Bullock, you went on this tangent about 1 for 4 equals 4 for 9, which makes no
wait a minute.
sense in any
Are y'all coming
whatsoever.
on here? Wait a minute. Are y'all coming on here and you're basically saying Reggie Bullock's presence is going to make us a dynasty?
Now you're putting words in the mouth.
No, don't change the subject.
No,
Yeah,
because the subject
don't
is,
change the subject.
have I been
Because
on? Hold on, no.
See what he's doing, Freezy?
Hold on. Have I been on record as saying I believe wholeheartedly this team can become a dynasty? Has anyone ever heard me utter those words?
According to your picture, that's the only reason why.
So, but I have said this team can be a dynasty. This team has the tools to be a championship quality dynasty. I've said this. I have
But
given
you also said
my theories on why I believe this. And now all of a sudden, because I don't think Reggie Bullock fits into the dynasty, I don't think the Knicks can be a dynasty.
But you said
No,
you
come on, Kev,
said
don't
if the
do
Knicks
that,
don't bring
man.
back a lot of their pieces next year, that we can't get better.
I said if we bring back the exact same
Got you.
team, we're not going to get better.
Listen, I've been sitting in my garage.
No, you
minding
asked.
my
No,
business.
you said what team brings back every you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I said what team brings back everybody?
Right.
Yeah, and we know there's always going to be changes, but we saying bringing back the key players.
I just think Bullock gets too much
what we're
hate.
saying is
Bullock gets too much hate. He's a bench player on most teams. He's playing a good role for us. He's playing well. I think yeah. Would I like to upgrade that position in an ideal world? Yes. But is Bullock playing well right now? Yeah. I just think we got to be. I don't understand the Bullock hate right now.
Do we have
Reggie Bullock
a young
is
guy?
all NBA, fifth team all NBA defense.
What?
I know that don't even exist. But Reggie Bullock is legit all NBA 15 defense. Right.
So the Knicks are ranked defensively, I believe, third. They're third, Freezy, I think, ranked in defensive rating. Do you think Reggie Bullock has a part of that reason?
Definitely.
Yeah. I think.
What do you think, Hoodie Kev?
Yeah.
Father God.
And to be honest,
Jesus, leather.
Right.
Really?
And
Is this what we're talking about?
I think if Mitchell Robinson was healthy, we'd be number one. I mean, in my opinion, that's just me. If Mitchell Robinson was healthy, I think the combination of him, Nerlens Noel, and Taj Gibson would have us be number one. Because there have been some games where we got killed inside, like giving up, like the Atlanta Hawks game with Clint Capella killed us inside, and we had a taller, more athletic presence on the inside. I think we could shut teams down in there.
I agree with that. I guess my thing is, go ahead.
Let me ask you this though. So let me ask you this: did you notice though, our physicality against Clint Capella had him miss tonight's game? So if we play them in a series, the physicality of our defense will wear teams down in the playoffs. These are the things that I'm trying to get to, as opposed to random points like Reggie Bullock. Reggie Bullock sucks. We got to get away from that, man. We're not the average show. You know what I'm saying? We're not the average live stream. You know, we want thinkers on here, people that present clear and deep thought, so that it basically brings like this. It basically enables us to have a deeper conversation, provokes thought, right? Right, like we legit our physicality is what got Trey Burke out of the game, right? People say, "Oh, we got lucky because Trey Burke got hurt." No, man, we played Trey Burke physical and he's soft. He messed around and left the game, right? That's the way I see it. It's not, oh, we got lucky Trey Young got hurt. Yeah, we got lucky that Trey Young got hurt. No, man, we played him physical all game and he couldn't stand the pound and he got hurt. Right?
And
we played Capella physical.
To your point.
That's what I was saying earlier. We started slowing him down in the third quarter. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I was saying earlier. Like, you know what I mean? We started slowing him down. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's a big part of the thing. Like,
for sure. I agree.
Right.
I mean, Dak Lowe said on his podcast.
Physicality on offense and defense is the thing.
Yeah, Zach Lowe said on his podcast, to your point, Freezy, that other scouts have said that the Knicks are, and also other coaches have said that the Knicks are probably one of the more physical teams they've played. So ultimately, you're judged by your peers. I mean, it's a good point, man. I mean, in a series, that matters. So,
Right.
I mean, I honestly think the way we play kind of suits the playoffs. We don't really get up and down. We play a slow pace, defensive struggle type of game. And I kind of feel like we could mess with a lot of teams.
Who are these lot of teams, if I may ask? Who are a lot of teams?
Well, it doesn't matter, but I can totally.
It does matter. That's the thing. It does matter. We got to play somebody.
I can totally see us getting an 80-point win.
I'll tell you who I don't fear.
Who are these teams that we match up well against?
I don't fear. I'll tell you who I don't fear.
It's not about fearing. I said, who are the teams
I'll tell you.
we match up against? It's not about fear.
Sure. I'll tell you. Atlanta.
But Kev, that man has a right to speak his mind too.
Atlanta.
Answer your question directly. He can just. So what? That man has a right to answer to speak his mind also.
Atlanta, Boston, Charlotte. I even think. I mean, you could laugh at me. I don't think we match up terrible with Philly. Oh, we should have beat Philly both of the games. We should have beat Philly both of those games.
Oh, you mean both of the games without Joel Embiid?
I thought he played in one of them.
Yeah, the first game that we lost by 20.
Here we go.
I think I'm telling you, man, we can match up with Philly. Our physicality, let Ben Simmons shoot jump shots. I think we got a shot. And then Brooklyn, you never know with their injuries. I don't fear Brooklyn either.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
Yo, is it just me?
Let me. I'm gonna bring this up to y'all in case y'all didn't. Anybody, if y'all didn't watch the Brooklyn Boston Celtics game tonight, I'm gonna bring something up to y'all. Right. So Brooklyn beat the Celtics without Kevin Durant and James Harden. Right. The Boston Celtics didn't have Jaylen Brown. Right. So in a free flowing game, the Nets were blowing the doors off the Celtics. Right. Brad Stevens asked the Celtics to get healthy, to get physical, be physical with Brooklyn, and the lead shrunk up like a cheap T-shirt. You know what I'm saying? That fast. As soon as you got physical with Brooklyn, the lead shrunk. They couldn't take it. You know what I'm saying? Guys were complaining and all of that stuff. And Brad Stevens just asked them to play physical for a little while, right? And so what I'm saying is we give credit to all these teams, no matter what these teams do. Like when you just said, I don't fear Philly, the first thing Hoodie Kev said, because he's an undercover Sixers fan, is, well, with Joel Embiid. Hey, bro, I'm here to tell you, the undercover Sixers fan in Hoodie Kev, as soon as, Joel Embiid is hurt right now, right? And you know why? Because he's got physical with him. Now he's got a shoulder injury. Did you know that?
Did he miss any time?
So basically, yes, he missed time. He's out of the game.
What is Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons won? Have they won anything?
No.
What is the New York Knicks one?
They got Tom. They got me and Tom Thibodeau, and they got Julius Randle.
The same amount as Philly.
Right.
Same amount as Philly. We got.
Because Philadelphia's main roster has been somewhere. This team hasn't been.
Where's Philly been?
Philadelphia is ahead of the curve when it comes to us.
Where's Philly been?
They've been to like the Eastern Conference Finals, haven't they?
No.
They haven't? Are you sure? Was it the second round? The second round. They've been to the Eastern Conference semi, and literally was a bounce away. A Kawhi Leonard bounce away.
Did they win the series or did they lose that series?
Did the Knicks have a chance to be in a series to win or lose it?
They did lose that series.
Did the Knicks? Did Julius Randle play in a series where he was a bounce away from making it to a conference finals?
He would have if David Fizdale.
No.
Wait.
Don't change the narrative.
Before you answer that,
has
No,
the New
before y'all
York
answer
Knicks.
that, let me address Hoodie Cab, y'all. Hey, so Hoodie Cab, I'm gonna answer your question, right?
Okay.
But before I answer your question, I'm gonna ask you this: did the New York Knicks tank for 5 straight years? Did the New York Knicks get the number 1
To
pick in
some,
the NBA draft?
they say we tanked.
No. The Knicks did not get the number 1 pick in the NBA draft. Did the
Those are
Knicks
two
get a
different things,
chance to
though.
get Ben Simmons? No, they
Those are
sure
two
did.
different things.
No. It's no, because no, they didn't. No, they did. The Philly, no, they
You
didn't.
can tank and not get the number 1 pick.
No. You see, now you making excuses because you're an undercover Philly fan. So
Hold on, no.
the Sixers.
Let me ask you a question. Hold on, because
The
you brought this up.
Sixers. No.
How? Because you can't sit here and say.
So like I was saying, I had to remove Hoodie Cap because what he do is he'll talk over you, like you legit give him his chance to shine, and then when it come your turn, he talk over you. Yeah. So the Sixers drafted the number 1 pick in the draft twice. They drafted Ben Simmons number 1. They drafted Markelle Fultz number 1. They drafted Joel Embiid number 3. Right? They drafted Jahlil Okafor number 3. Right?
Mhm.
Now, if the Knicks had 4 top 3 picks, would the Knicks be in the same situation as the Philadelphia 76ers? Yes.
Yeah.
That's the question that I'm asking. Right? Because clearly Hoodie Cav is an undercover Sixers fan tonight.
Yeah, and we got to remember too, Freezy. There's two pieces, right? To
That is complete
that
BS.
didn't work out for the Sixers, and that was Fultz and what's his name, the tall dude,
Okafor.
Yeah.
Okafor.
Yeah. So
but
then again, we got to ask ourselves. Yeah, go ahead.
City. What I'm saying is I don't care about who the Sixers took with their pick, right? It's their front office fault that they missed on those picks, not ours. What I'm saying is, if the Knicks were in a situation to draft the number 1 pick twice and to draft the number 3 overall pick twice, would we be in the same situation as Philly or better?
I don't know.
I can
It's
sit
hard
here
to
and
say.
The answer is yes.
No, it's
that
hard to say. No, it's hard to say because I just gave you 2 examples of them picking high in a draft, and those 2 draft picks did not turn out to be what they thought they was going to be. So we can choose somebody, right, and say yes. Oh, if we would have did that, but we don't know what those draft picks are going to turn out to be. It's not a proven thing. It's not a given thing.
But City, when you have that many picks, many picks in the top 3, come on.
Right. So City, you missed my point. The point is not what Philly did with those picks. What I'm saying is given if the Knicks had the opportunity, would they be in the same situation as the Sixers? Not would they have picked the same players?
Right.
Because legit the Sixers could have taken. Think about this. The Sixers could have taken Ben Simmons, Jason Tatum, Kristaps Porzingis, and who was in it? So Ben Simmons, Jason Tatum, Joel Embiid, and Kristaps Porzingis in that situation, right? They could have taken them in that situation. Is what I'm saying. I'm not saying that that would have been the best. You know what I'm saying? That would have been what played out. But what I'm saying is, if you can't say the ideal situation for Philly, and then when it comes to the Knicks, you say no, the Knicks would have done it backwards.
Okay.
Like you're hating on the Knicks.
All right. Got you now.
I mean,
it's like every time we talk about another team, we talk about the ideal situation. Every time we talk about the Knicks, we talk about the Knicks are dumb. The Knicks can't do it. Is what I'm getting at.
Sorry for cutting you off, Freezy. All I'm saying is, I think sometimes with Knicks fans, we have this PTSD from terrible front offices. So as soon as we're talking about making a smart front office move, we get no, not our front office. No, we would have messed it up too. And the thing is, you don't know, but if you had to bet on the odds, like yo, you have to hit on somebody in the top 3, 4, and four draft. Like you got to hit on at least 2 people. They did.
Right. 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 But the point to it though is Knicks fans will say when it's the Knicks' turn to do it, that will crash and burn, that we're a grease fire.
Not this go around. Not with this regime. I think things are different. Well, no, I know things are different. I just the position that we're in right now, I just don't want us to jump the gun and go.
You want us to stay patient. I agree.
Stay patient,
right?
And continue to build. Find some more diamonds in the rough, or guys getting ready or on that verge of about to break out, and let those guys be on our roster to build for the future. And just keep the consistency going with the key guys that are helping us win right now. Like there's some guys I'm telling you now I don't want on the roster next year of Peyton. But right now it's house money. Like it's nothing to complain about. Like I think on any given night, anyone can be beat, especially by us playing our physical brand of defense. A lot of these guys are soft.
Right.
A lot of them are looking for the refs to bail them out. And you know what?
Right.
Playoffs, they hold those whistles.
Hey Chuck, and Chuck, and you know what else? I'm gonna point something out to you. When I watched the New Orleans game, the second game, I saw Zion Williamson with his arms to the sky so many times. Like, yo, y'all ain't gonna blow the whistle on that? And I'm like, bro, you legit 6'7", 275 of pure muscle, and the physicality is getting you too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, Zion is the best athlete in the league, and then he's the best athlete in the league at 275, and the physicality has got my man like, yo, blow the whistle. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, with Knicks fans, man. Knicks fans, y'all gotta get off these other teams bandwagons, bro, and start rooting for real for your own team. You can't root half-hearted for your own team.
Man, I agree with everything. I agree with what's been said here, man. I think the days of the quick fix are over. We just got to give these guys the benefit of the doubt. We can't be pessimistic. I'm not saying we're going to win the championship. All we're saying is let's continue to just do what we do, man. We could surprise some people. We already have. So that's all I got.
Let's just say we make it to the Eastern Conference Finals. Not even the finals. Just say the Eastern Conference Finals. Next off season, there could be a disgruntled 25-year-old saying, "Listen, I don't care what y'all gotta do, get me to New York."
Yo,
because I can be that piece to take this team over the top.
Chuck.
Yes.
Chuck, I don't know if you heard me say this before, but I'm gonna say it again, right? This is what I've said it many a times, right? I've said all we need to do is stay relevant, right? And that'll make somebody, I don't know who it is, but that'll make somebody say, you know what? If I was there, things would be different. That's how you attract. That's how you attract. I've been saying this thing for weeks.
I have a question.
Weeks, yo.
So he just said if we make it to the Eastern Conference Finals, people are going to say that. What if we lose in the first round? Are people still going to say that?
Yes, because we stay relevant.
Well, maybe
And
not
somebody,
this offseason, Kev, but then let's see what the Knicks do this year. Do they improve? They got bounced in the first round. Let's see if they can get back to the playoffs. Let's see if they can advance to the second round. Oh, they did, and they got knocked off. Okay, I'm not winning out here. I want to go somewhere where I can be an asset and help them take them over the hump. It might not be this offseason. It might be next offseason. It might be the offseason after that. I'm just we got to keep the consistency, but we can't do that if the roster is being turned over every offseason 6 or 7 players. Like who's the core that you're building the chemistry with? Because if you name all of those young guys that we do have, don't none of those guys play together consistently?
Right.
Hey guys, I gotta bounce, but I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.
Hey, Spree,
All right,
y'all
Spree.
gonna be on tomorrow? Spree, y'all gonna be on tomorrow?
Yeah. I plugged it earlier, but yeah, man, we got some good guests after the game. Like I said earlier, after stop by after the game tomorrow for the Love of the Game podcast. We got Sharif Fordham and Mean Joe Green, the boxer, heavyweight champion, on the show.
Okay.
So stop by, and hopefully we'll be talking about it next week.
hey, Spree,
Hey, so
before you bounce,
make sure y'all subscribe to the channel.
yeah, yo, Spree, before you bounce, I want to say, yo, good job on that Randall joint, man. I appreciated that. That was dope.
Yeah, I appreciate you, man. Have a good night.
Yeah, man.
Salute.
All right, boss.
Andy in the chat said he just brought up the fact that Noel was one of the 5 top picks that Philly had when they
I'll
were
be right back, everybody.
All
right, Kev.
All right, boss. So yeah, so he was drafted by New Orleans and traded to Philly.
Oh, he was traded to Philly. Oh, okay.
Yeah, man. So let me see.
Yo, so what's going on? Yo, Fizzy, are you working on
Salute, everybody.
Salute, G Money.
Salute,
Yo,
G
Fizzy,
Money.
are you
Hey,
working on vacation?
Yeah.
Okay. Man, that never sleeps.
I'm sorry, man. I got yeah, so I'm working on some
You okay, Uncle Freezy?
Yeah, what's up, G Money?
What's going on? Just seeing how everybody's doing.
Yeah, man, I'm good, boss.
We good, homie.
Good. Hey, you want to hear this fun fact? Did you know we have more wins than the Blazers? Just fun facts.
Wow,
And the Mavs,
didn't know that.
which is crazy.
Wow, did not know that.
Mm-hmm. And more wins than the Warriors, but yeah, just fun facts. I'm sorry for interrupting. Just want to make this quick point. We just got to, come out with the right mentality, not take Toronto for granted. Watch out for the 3-point shooters. We got a rebound. And I think this is a game in which RJ Barrett's going to have a monster game because he was born in Canada. So I think he's going to be very aggressive. I think Julius Randle in the first half is going to be getting guys involved. And then the second half, I think Randle is going to be more aggressive. That's what I think.
Listen, I would say this.
Mm-hmm.
It's not about where you from, it's where you at.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? RJ will be playing in Tampa. So you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He ain't back home in Toronto.
I know. I'm just giving you a fun fact.
No, that game is in Madison Square Garden, right?
Yeah, I know it's in the Garden. Yeah, I'm just.
Oh, okay. So we playing at home.
Yeah,
that's right. That's right. We still on the home game stand.
Yeah,
I forgot.
6-game homestand. We got Toronto since Saturday, today, Phoenix Monday, and then Chicago Wednesday. We just gotta take one game at a time. We gotta execute, limit turnovers. Thibs making the right rotations right now. Keep doing that. Bullock is hitting big shots. Quigley stepping up. Gibson, he's gonna wear goggles today because he hurt his eye against Atlanta. And and I expect us to kick some butt going into the road trip.
I'm
G-Bot,
curious to see what we're gonna do on that road trip.
I say 3-3.
I want us to go 4-2.
I'm gonna say 5-1.
Well, let's be honest. We're going to beat the Rockets. Houston's trying to lose on purpose. Then we got Memphis. I'm a true Knicks fan, but I'm gonna be honest. I think we lose to the Grizzlies because here's why. The streak started because we were down big to Memphis, and Memphis was missing free throws and the whole story. I just think going to Memphis, I think the Grizzlies will play more inspired in that game, and they got Jaren Jackson back. So I think we may drop that game. I think we'll beat Denver. It will be a very tough game, but Denver, Will Barton hurt his hamstring, so he may be out for a while against Golden State, and they don't have Jamal Murray, so we may get a break with Denver. I don't see us beating Phoenix. And Clippers and Lakers, we don't know what they're going to do. Yeah. And Gary Harris is in Orlando. They traded him.
I mean, Gary Harris. Monty Morris.
Monty Morris too. Monty Morris, yeah. Will Barnes banged up. Jamal Murray's out for the year. Denver's losing bodies, man. They're losing bodies right now. So we may get a break, but it won't be easy. Then we got the Phoenix Suns on the road. I don't see us winning that game. Then we got the Clippers and Lakers. We don't know what they're going to do. I say 3-3.
Thinking that we can't beat Phoenix.
No, I said on the road. I picked us to beat the Suns at home.
Well, you don't think we could do it on the road? We could be road warriors.
I mean, look, I'm not saying we'll get blown out. That's not what I'm saying. But the Suns, I just think they're deeper. I just think they have better offense. We're a better defensive team, but I just think in a close game, they have two go-to guys in Chris Paul and D Book that can take over the game offensively. And DeAndre Ayton, I'm not saying he's a superstar by any means, but he can stretch the floor a little bit and can bang in the post though. So that's what I'm saying. And remember, Jay Crowder, I don't think he'll play Monday, but he may come back for that game, and he can stretch that floor and can defend. So
come on, man. We already know Jay Crowder's scared of Alpha Payton.
Wait, excuse me, what?
And
it sounds like getting to transition.
No, that's an inside joke based on what happened last year against Memphis.
True. I'm not saying we'll get blown out. That's not what I'm saying. I think we'll be competitive, but I think we'll lose that game. The other games on the road trip, we may very well win. We're going to beat the Rockets, let's be honest. The Grizzlies game is 50-50, but I think we may lose that. I think we can beat the Nuggets because Denver, they have so many injuries right now. And the Clippers and Lakers, we don't know what they're going to do. Are they going to play their players? Are they going to rest players? Are they going to do minutes restriction? We don't know.
Right.
Bro, it's one of those, the mess up thing about this team is, right, about our team is we've seen certain things before, right? Where we came into the building saying, we should be able to beat this team. I mean, recently we've been doing it. I'm just talking about previous stuff. So I got to put that into perspective when
we did lose to Minnesota, and OKC and Cleveland and Sacramento and Orlando. You do have a point, yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And those were all teams that anybody could have told you, yeah, we should have beat those teams, and we didn't. But that was before. This is now, and we a different machine now. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
At least I feel like we're a different machine now. Like, you know what I mean?
Okay. So I still want to take one game at a time because we don't want to go too hard on the road, get too crazy on the road trip. But what do you guys think is going to happen? I say 3-3 on the road trip. What do you guys think?
I say 4-2. Freezy said 5-1. I don't know what everybody else said.
Right. I was thinking 6-0. but Paul George is playing out of his mind right now.
And the Clippers are trying to get top 3. They're trying to stay in the top 3
Yeah,
position. And Kawhi may come back for that
yeah,
time. So that's gonna be tough.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
I mean, I think we'll be a little bit competitive in that game, but we can at least be competitive in that game. But with Rondo, because remember Rondo's on the team. He can control the offense. He can defend. So now they got Rondo. So it's not gonna be an easy game. And the Lakers, man, I don't know if LeBron and AD are going to play in that game. AD's come back. I don't know if they're going to be playing that game, LeBron and AD. We just have to wait and see how that game goes. So that's why Sunday's games I'm very iffy about. Sunday's games and other games like the Rockets and maybe the Nuggets, I'm more confident.
Right, right. No, no doubt, no doubt. So I feel you on that, man.
Mhm.
Um, I feel like though we can't let we have too many things happen at once. So for one, I think Tom Thibodeau wants to break his personal best win streak, right?
True. Which
You
is
know what I'm
9
saying? Which is 9. So that means in order for us to do that, we have to win tomorrow or today
today,
at today versus Toronto and tomorrow versus Phoenix, right?
Monday versus Phoenix.
Is it Monday? Okay, Monday
Yeah,
versus
Monday.
Phoenix. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay, so we have to win the next 2 games at the
Uh-huh.
very least.
Right.
Two, there are a lot of teams stuck between 4 and 8 in the Eastern Conference,
Right.
and so if we go on a 3-game losing streak, we might slide all the way back to 8th before you know it.
Oh, yeah.
Right. So now's not the time to take your foot off the gas, right? The third thing is you don't know what teams are playing for. You don't know their motivations, so
Hmm.
you can't take any team lightly down this
Right.
next stretch of games,
Right.
right?
Exactly.
Because you don't know if Toronto is playing for the play-in or if they're going to tank, right? You don't
I
know,
think Toronto's going to play for the play-in because think about this: if they were tanking, right? I thought they were tanking, but if they were tanking, why would they win 4 in a row?
right, right. Well, that's the point. That's the point I'm
Hmm.
getting at. But at the same time, now Chris Boucher is out,
Hmm.
right? And
That's a
so
that's big. Yeah.
yeah, and so he was the guy that hurt us in the first regular season game that we lost to them in Toronto by those
Right.
tip outs to wide open 3-point shooters, right?
Hmm.
And so you don't know what you're gonna get from the Phoenix Suns on Monday, right? It's gonna be hard to beat Phoenix twice.
I
You're
think
gonna
we'll
get to
win
beat
on Monday. I think we'll win on Monday. That's my. I have a feeling.
right, right, right. It's
Hmm.
because you don't it's hard, you don't get to be the number 2 seed in the West by being a slouch. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm
Right.
gonna say
Right.
is now with that said, I don't fear them. I'm just saying that they're gonna give us their best shot in both of those games. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And so the other thing too is the last thing is I think the Knicks are finding out who they are as a team,
Right.
and so now you're seeing what this team is likely to do. Now the team is playing to its strengths as opposed to trying to learn how to win.
Right. And they have an identity. So yeah, the team has an identity right now. And also, I loved how we're doing a good job with our bounce passing, our pick and roll, our lobs, and also we're starting to limit turnovers, which is very very good. And now we've been red hot from three. I think we're what 6 in 3-point shooting now compared to where we were early in the season, and the
Yep,
ball
yep.
movement is
That's
hopping.
crazy.
Yeah, the ball movement is hopping. And Thibs, he's been our MVP from the start. RJ Barry's
Yeah,
improving. I mean, Emmanuel Quigley has been productive. Derrick Rose has been attacking the rack. He's been productive. Nerlens Noel has been a defensive demon all year. And Taj Gibson is hustling. And
yeah,
and this team's showing heart, man. Bullock has been hitting big time shots and playing some good defense himself. So this
Yeah.
Knicks team, yeah, yeah.
And Taj ain't been no slouch on
I
defense
said
this
I,
year
I
either.
know Todd is playing very hard perimeter defensive wise. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So like you guys told me, we gotta take one game at a time. We can't take any team for granted. We still gotta play the game. We still got to, execute. We cannot take any team lightly because when it comes to really more regular season, any team can lose in a given night. When it comes to more regular season, because it's like
Right.
if you come out here with a lackadaisical cavalier attitude, you may get beat. But if we come out against Toronto and Houston, Chicago, teams like that, and we come out here focused, come out here playing Nick basketball, and come out here with the right mentality, we should be fine. We should be fine.
So
Yeah.
I got a question for y'all, right? When we
Mm-hmm.
make the playoffs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do y'all think that Derrick Rose's minutes increase or do they stay the same?
Mm. It may increase a bit, not by a whole lot, but I think by a bit. Because if I were Fibs, I would not play Alfred Payne a lot in the playoffs. Because yeah, he can defend, but he stalls the offense. If I were Fibs, I would increase Rose's minutes, but not by much. Because you don't want him to get hurt, though. That's why if you're Fibs, you gotta use um time management. You gotta utilize your minutes. I'll increase Derrick Rose minutes, but not by a lot, because I don't want to burn him out. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
Andy N said he's gonna win a bottle. He's gonna win a bottle when we make the playoffs from a Bulls fan. That's
Oh
Wow.
dope.
wow. 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 That's crazy.
Well, I mean, the good news is that I know we cannot control other teams' situation, but the good news is that the Celtics lost in Brooklyn. The Heat somehow lost to the Hawks without Trey Young and Clint Capella.
Right.
But the bad news, the Hornets beat the Cavs.
Well, yeah. We're in a race with good teams, man.
Yeah.
You
And
know what?
so
Yeah, go ahead,
so
Tracy. My bad.
so what I was also going to say to y'all, man, is this one thing that I wanted others to pay attention to, not just myself. But y'all notice that the teams we beat are beating other teams.
True.
That should be validation that our team is pretty good.
No, we're a good team. We're a very good team. We're a very good
Yeah,
team. Yeah.
we beat the Hawks, and the Hawks are knocking off people. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? We
Yeah.
beat Charlotte. We beat Charlotte, and Charlotte is knocking off people.
Mm-hmm.
Right, right. And
Right.
and did- and just one other thing, like people are pointing out our weakness is offense. But on this 8 game win streak, we scored 133 points. We scored 102. We scored 111. We scored 116, 117, 122, 109, and 137.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy. What are you trying to do to me, man? Are you trying to rile me up, man?
Well, the ball movement's been much more improving, and the spacing is improving. And I love how we're getting more high percentage shots at the pick and pop or screen roll, and that's why our offense is improving.
Right, right. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
all I'm gonna say is this. So we have Toronto, Phoenix, Chicago,
Mm-hmm.
Houston, Memphis, Denver, Phoenix before we play the Clippers, right? So that's 7 games. Out of those 7 games, I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are walkovers. I think the two Phoenix games are going to be the toughest games, right? So I know,
Memphis is not a walkover. Relax. Memphis is not a walkover. I'm
no man,
sorry.
no man. This okay, all right. So again, I said in my opinion,
I
these
know
next
it's your
7
opinion, but I
games.
have a right to question it. So
No,
uh,
you don't have the right to question my opinion. My opinion is my opinion. Like your opinion is your opinion. Like when you say
I'm not
something,
for.
I'm
I'm
just
not
I'm just
forcing you. I'm not forcing you to agree. I'm not. All I'm saying is that, look, I agree that Chicago, Toronto, Houston, Denver, maybe are walkovers. I do agree with. Well, Denver, I can't say walkover, but I think we'll win that game. But I don't. But Memphis, I can't say walkover. I'm not saying we'll get blown out. That's not what I'm saying. But like I said, Memphis, you also have to understand this too. They're fighting to avoid. They're fighting to make the playoffs. You have like us. Let's not pretend. I'm not saying the Grizzlies are great. Are great. They're not great, but they're not a trash team. They're not because you have John Moran who's played great. Dylan Brooks has played very well. You have Jaren Jackson, like I said, who just came back. Valanciunas, he's hurt right now, but he may come back for that game. I'm sorry, man. It's not gonna be. It's not gonna be a walkover game. Could we win that game? Possibly, but it's not gonna be a game in which we're just gonna steamroll. No, the Grizzlies are a team that plays hard nosed defense that scores a lot in the paint. You have to understand. I know our defense has improved, but other than Nerlens Noel, remember we don't have Mitch, so it's gonna be hard to stop the Grizzlies in the paint. They were killing us in the paint in the first game until down the stretch in which we forced him to take jump shots. So I'm saying that with Jaren Jackson, not only could he stretch the floor, he could bang guys in the post. So it's not going to be an easy game. That's not a walkover to me.
So what's Memphis defense ranked?
Memphis defense?
Yeah.
No, nobody's saying it's going to be a walkover. But what we're saying, or at least what I'm saying, is I feel like we can beat them, regardless of who they got.
We could beat Memphis. Listen, you're making it seem that I'm saying we don't have a chance. I never said we didn't have a chance. We have a shot. If I had to be a betting man, I think we lose a close game in Memphis. That is me.
That's far away from what I'm saying. And what I was getting at is this: in the next 7 games, I feel like we can impose our will on all these teams that we play. All of them. Especially Memphis, especially Denver. And the reason why I say especially them is because on paper, they pose probably the biggest threat. You know what I'm saying? Outside of Phoenix, right? But you don't win games on paper. You win games on the court.
Right.
Right. So that's what I'm getting at. What I'm saying is I feel this stupid hotel internet keeps going out. But what I'm getting at is bro, if we sweep the Phoenix Suns in that stretch, if we can win 7 in a row, that means we've won 15 games in a row going into the Clippers game. Or if we lose both Phoenix games, right? Going into the Clippers game, that means we'd be going into the Clippers game 13-2 in the last 15 games.
Right.
So if we do that, I might change the way I think about the Clippers game. Yeah.
Here's another thing too to the chat. I never said the Knicks were a scrub team. When did I ever say that?
Hey, listen, don't worry about the chat, G Money. Listen, the chat not always gonna agree with you. You say
no,
what you
I don't
need
mind
to
if
say.
they don't agree, but like I said, think before you talk. I never said.
Hold on, G Money. Hold on. What I'm saying is, right? You say what you need to say what you feel. Don't worry about what the chat says, because not everybody is going to agree with what you have to say, and it's okay because you say what you got to say.
I don't mind if you disagree. I mind if you just think logically. That's all I'm saying. I never said we have to agree. All I'm saying is that I never said, "Oh, we're a scrub team." That's all I said. I never said anything like that. All I'm saying is I don't think the game in Memphis will be easy. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
Well,
it ain't gonna be easy, but I feel like we can get that W. How do y'all Knicks fans feel about that? Huh? How do y'all feel about that? Are y'all with Darth City on this mission? Huh? Y'all with Darth City? Are y'all rolling with Darth City into Memphis? Huh? Are y'all rolling? with Darth City into Memphis with his light up hat on? Although y'all can't see it right now, but are y'all rolling with Darth City into Memphis with the light up hat on, saying "Let's go Knicks" with that orange and blue swag, with the blood orange tear swag? Are y'all rolling with Darth City in there and saying, "Yo, we gonna flex our muscles on them"? Y'all with that? I'm with that. I'm with that. I want to keep this train going. You know what I'm saying? I want to
Mhm.
see us succeed. I'm not worried about no team. Nothing. I'm not worried about nothing. These guys have proven that they belong where they're at, even with the losses that we've had. They have proven they listen. If there's anything that these guys have done, they have made me a believer, bro. You understand what I'm saying? They've made
Mhm.
me a believer. They made me feel like, listen, it doesn't matter how many points we down. We can fight, we can scrap, we can claw, and we can come back and we can get in the game. And that's what I'm talking about. That's New York Knicks basketball for you. That's what it's about. Of course, sometimes we're gonna come on the short end of the stick. I get it. Like, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Of course,
Right.
sometimes yes, we're gonna lose. But guess what? We are winning. We on an 8-game win streak. Let's make it 9. We got a big game tomorrow. And I said this earlier. I said Reggie Bullock was gonna get over 25 points, maybe hit 8 threes. That's what I said earlier on the man joint. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I made an appearance. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I talked the big thing, and I'm hoping with Dark City's force powers, it comes into tuition. That's all. That's all. I'm good.
Mhm.
I had to let that
I,
out.
and I'm rolling with you, City. Like I feel like I feel like we've we're not a fluke in the sense that we've got lucky a couple of games. Like our defense is not a joke. I feel like now our offense is starting to uh, have a little more cohesiveness because Tibbs is figuring out his lineups. Guys are getting healthy, um, and so any given night we step on that floor as 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 a Knicks fan, I feel like yo, we got a chance to win. Like yo, we can beat them. Like if we stick to the things that we're great at and not try to do what anyone else is doing, like we'll be successful. Um, it's going to be
Yeah.
tough. These next games are going to be tough, but I feel like at the same time, this is a litmus. We're going to find out if we're legit or not because uh, these teams are playoff teams that are coming towards the end of this schedule. Um, there's teams fighting for position, so they're going to be playing hard. And I feel like if we give everything we got and we come out on top, like that further solidifies like okay, New York is really we're back and we're here to stay. Like this is no fluky situation going on. Um but some people in the chat, y'all gotta relax. Like G Money's trying to be a realist. Like
Thank you.
like you know, um some of us we get a little delusional,
That's
you
when I
know.
keep telling people. I don't mind if you have a different opinion. I don't mind that, but it's how it's formed. That's what I'm saying. We have to know how to think logically. I'm not saying we have to agree, but like I said, we gotta think with common sense sometimes. All right. I'm not saying we are trash. That's not what I am saying. But like you just said, man, I'm just trying to be objective. I'm just trying to give my realistic take. I don't care if they get mad at me. At the end of the day, I'm gonna speak my mind, they like it or not, you know?
Yeah, for sure. Facts, bro. Like, you know what I mean? But so let's propose this question, right? And
Mm-hmm.
it's like what I asked Freezy earlier, right?
Mm-hmm.
When I asked him do or I think I asked everybody. I was like, yo, do we think that Derrick Rose's minutes will increase in the playoffs, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now with that question being said, also comes with we gotta see what happens when Alec Burks comes back, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like I think a guy like I think a guy like Peyton might get shut out in the not totally shut out, but I think we might see his role diminish in the playoffs if Tibbs starts leaning on like the vets, like you know what I'm saying. But also too, I
What was
remember
it I missed?
and
What did I
I think
miss?
yeah, Kev, you didn't miss much. You good, bro.
I had to go run the audit. I'm sorry.
Yo, you missed the Kevin Knox soliloquy that we did. You missed the whole thing, man. It was dope. It was awesome.
I'm sure it was.
No, for real. It was legit. It was dope, bro. You missed it. It's okay.
I guess I have to catch it on replay. That won't I?
Yeah, you good. Just watch it on replay. You're right.
um, someone said something in the chat. I just want to chime in real quick. Nah, I don't think it's delusional to think Derrick Rose could get on fire and drop 30 in the playoffs. It can happen. Any player can get hot and do miraculous things in a game. I mean,
I
it's
think we will
possible.
see one of those games.
Say that again.
Playoff time. I think we will see one of those games where Derrick Rose has his season high, and it'll be in the playoffs.
Yeah, I don't think that's delusional. I think especially when I use the word delusional, like sometimes fans get, you could be too much of a homer and not and not see the big picture. Like when I used to play 2K, I would only play with the Knicks. And people were like, yo, I know you like the Knicks. I know you like the Knicks, but they're trash on this game, yo. Like pick somebody else. And I would get beat because we would be rated at like a 72 or something like that. And I think people can be that way, not looking at the Knicks objectively. Like I think that we can play with anyone, and on any given night walk out there with the victory. But let's not be uh, uh, ridiculous and think that you know everybody in our start five is dropping 25, and we're just gonna cruise out on a win streak into the playoffs. Like it's possible, but it's not realistic. But it's possible.
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
Listen, this isn't Cinderella, okay? Four little chimney mice ain't turning into horses, okay? That pumpkin out there is not turning into a carriage. It's not happening. This is what's called reality. People want to think, oh, you hating. No, it's not hating. Being real with yourself. Yes, we all want to feel good about our team. There's nothing wrong with feeling good about our team. But you have to realize who we are. Like the great late Dennis Green once said, we are, well, they are who we thought they were.
But so Kev, are we a team Are we a team that on our best day can beat anybody in the league?
No.
No?
No.
No?
No. No.
Wow.
Yo.
Wow.
Were you expecting me to give you the answer you wanted to hear?
Wow.
Because here's
Wow.
our thing. On our best day, and again, another team's best day, if we go at it, we're going to lose a lot.
Wow.
If we went up against the Brooklyn Nets 100% healthy on their best day, everything we got, we're still going to lose. But that's not wrong because a lot of teams would lose. And that's not knocking against us. That's just their talent is here, and ours is like here. And that shit ain't real.
Not if
Wow.
we had Kevin Knox. If Kevin Knox was playing, we'd be straight.
Don't you do this to me, Freezy.
I'm just saying.
Freezy, don't you do this to me.
I'm just saying. If not if we had Kevin Knox, man. If Kevin Knox is in the game and gets that corner three, I don't think a team in the NBA can stop us, bro. If you kick it out,
I can't even control
if you just kick it out to Kevin Knox for three, that's all I'm saying.
Not doing it at all.
City. Let's ignore who can right, and just talk about this Kevin Knox for corner three situation. We ain't gonna pay Kev no attention because he don't believe Kevin Knox not gonna.
Hold on, let me cover this. Wait, let me cover this eye so I can't see him.
Right.
This is absurd.
Because he don't believe that Kevin Knox has the ability to knock down the country or play
the trap.
Average NBA defense.
Not falling for what we like to call this trap. So I'm not going to do tonight.
Hey, so
yes, he is. Breezy said it.
I mean,
yo,
I brought up.
So I just want to say this right quick, man. I'm at this in this suite. I forget the name of the people were mad rude and rushy, like they wanted to rush me and Miss Mocha, and man, I don't like that. The hospitality thing. A lot of people were supposed to be hospitable, like be nice to you. Man, I'm coming up. I'm on the elevator. The elevator smell like twisted cigarettes. You know what I'm saying? Yo, what in the world is going on? You know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, I'm mad frustrated right now. But hey, so Hadouken and Sharon, I want to ask you a question, bro. With this court in place, do you go out and make a major move, or do you stay the course with what you got?
Is he there?
Maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
Well, we'll take that as a no.
Hold on, I gotta go downstairs.
In the building.
What's up?
I gotta go downstairs and complain one more time, bro. I'll be right back.
Breezy's got some things to do.
Yeah, I heard a little bit of that.
I think you make incremental moves. Like you make I still believe like you bring back some of those veterans like Bullock and Burks and Noel, and then you add upgrades. Like if you can get an upgrade for Bullock, if there's an upgrade this offseason for Bullock, I think you go for it. I don't know who that would be.
You jump on it, but am I a fan of bringing back Bullock and Noel? I'm a fan of that.
Don't get Kev started.
I think just for
pals doing his thing. You about to get him fired for yelling and cussing on the job.
Kev can keep.
I don't know if you can fire the boss.
Oh, you own the hotel?
I don't own it, but as of right now, I am the acting general manager.
There you go.
I think that you have to I don't know.
He's the guy who Freezy's going to complain about. The hotel manager.
It won't be the first time.
Freezy going next thing, you're going to see Freezy in his screen yelling.
Yeah, so if he stayed at my hotel, if he stayed at my hotel, he wouldn't be having half the problems he's having right now.
The thing that they say will keep the Brooklyn Nets from winning it all is that none of their guys have played a full game together this season. There's always been one or two, but never all three. And I feel like for us, chemistry is going to be an issue if we're turning over the whole roster every year. So you have to bring back guys for chemistry, because if you think you're just okay, we're just going to plug in 7 new players, and they're all just everyone might not be necessarily an upgrade. They may be a lateral, like the guy that's going out, maybe just cheaper. They've never played with each other, so it's a whole season of getting to know each other, finding out what lineups work best with one another, and then hoping you pull it all together towards the end of the season to make some type of run. I feel like if you go in, okay, we got this guy and this guy, you got to bring back Noel because he's been balling. I feel like if you got 2 young centers, he's 25, Mitch is younger than that, and what they're going to probably command, both of their salaries is a starting center salary. But you got 2 guys that play extremely good defense around the rim. You can't beat that having one go out and the defensive drop off is almost none. You know what I mean? You got to bring back a Bullock because of his defense and his shooting of late. He fits with the guys on the court. The rest, I mean, it's whatever to me. But I think those guys, you gotta bring them back, because those are guys you see that you can trust at this point.
But there's a lot of like the last couple of years before this year, they had a lot more roster turnover than they did from last year to this year. So the less roster turnover that's a simple point, and that's one of the reasons we've done better this year. You're right. So you can't just keep like we used to, blowing it up every year, 1-year contracts, and you got to keep some of these guys.
Right.
I think that's the plan. The plan is, and I think I figured it out. The plan is bring these guys back at the end of the season. You know what I'm saying? On 1+1 deals. You know what I'm saying? And how I figured it out is they signed a guy named Norvel Pell, who's a 28-year-old journeyman, to a multi-year contract, right? So I'm thinking that's going to be the mindset with Burks, Bullock, Noel, Taj, LP, and others. I think they're going to bring back the core of veterans.
Just add more talent to that.
But also look to add more talent. And then that way, the core of veterans that we currently have can accentuate the star players that we look to bring in or develop. Because we don't want the role player veterans to take over roles that star players or ascending stars should be playing. But we bring them in knowing that they have a role and tell them that this is their role on a championship team. And with that said, just have them play out because you don't sign a guy like Norvel Pell to a multi-year deal if you don't think you're going to bring back a guy named like Alec Burks on a multi-year deal. Because Pell hadn't done anything right? And Burks and Bullock have been major contributors to the Knicks this season.
Yep.
That is a little bit misleading. If you
here we go.
Wait,
say
how?
that,
So, wait, how is that misleading? You trying to say Burks did
no,
not
with the whole
contribute?
Pell signing, that's misleading.
Next year's a two-way, if I believe, or partially
So
guaranteed.
like they can sign him and stash him in the G League. So it's not like they signed him to,
That's still keeping him around.
major money. Like, oh, we signed him to like a multi-million-dollar
Right,
deal.
but do you really see Pell going to the G League?
Yeah.
More than likely, when healthy, yes.
Yes.
I don't see him going to the G League.
Why?
Why
I
not?
think somebody else would probably
Thompson,
pick him up.
Nerlens Noel, Taj Gibson, then Norvell Pell. He would be on the G.
No, somebody else would probably pick him up, or we'll probably trade him. Or
But if it's a
something like
partially
that, but I don't see
guaranteed
him going
deal,
to the G League.
if it's a partially guaranteed deal, they make it guaranteed and like a two-way, then he won't go. No one can pick him up if we have him on a two-way.
Right, but we can trade him, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
So I don't.
Okay.
But if he's under contract, he can still go to the G League.
Yeah.
Because he's under contract. Two-way play. Is this because you're a two-way player? That doesn't mean you automatically go to the G League.
Well,
You can be
two-way
under
player
contract and still be sent down to the G League.
Two-way player literally means salute G man. It literally means that you have a certain amount of days you can spend with the big league club, and then you're back down to the G League. Kev's right on that.
So that's what I said. That's misleading to say we signed him and he's definitely going to be here. Like, no, we signed him because he's a good piece, and we can't sign him to any more 10-day contracts.
Well, Kev, if it's a two-way deal, then he is going to be here. Even if you send him to the G League, another team can't pick him up because he's on a two-way deal.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like,
so at least he
signed him.
will still technically, in theory, be here. He'll be a prospect.
Yes, we had to sign him to a multi-year deal because of the CBA. You have to. If you sign anyone to more, you can only sign a 10-day contract twice, and then the next deal you get has to be at least 2 years. That's in the CBA. So if you wanted to keep him even for this year, you would technically have to sign him to a multi-year deal. It's not like he earned it or anything.
Or you could have just let him walk.
Yeah, they say they saw something they liked, so
or
he
you
did
could just let him walk.
He took 10 days, bet on himself, and got a contract. Good for him.
Yep.
Right. Right. So that's what I'm saying. So the thing is like we're looking into the fine minutia of what has been said and what has been done. Like legit, if the dude was, we could have just let the dude walk. Period. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is the mindset of the front office is keep the chemistry going, right? Keep guys around and develop chemistry. That's the mindset of the front office, in my opinion.
Breezy, you out on work or vacation, big man?
Hey, both.
He's working on vacation.
Yeah. You gotta take your fun where you can get it.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Wherever you can have some fun, bro. And whenever, you know how it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, and for real, this channel is work, bro. We put a lot into it.
No doubt. No, I meant like you're in the hotel, man. I didn't know if that was for leisure, or if it was a business.
And yeah, I'm doing it from my phone because I was trying to use the stupid hotel Wi-Fi is whack. Hotels are whack, bro.
It's always whack. Like the hotel Wi-Fi will never be on point.
I was a little disappointed when you said you were going to go yell at the manager. You went to go yell at the manager, and I didn't see you end up on Kev's screen yelling at Kev. I was disappointed.
Yeah, I would have shocked y'all if I showed up in that laundry room, right?
Spree-welled the shit out of Kev.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And things are mad expensive in here. Yo, this right here costs $2.
It's on discount?
$2. Yeah, I probably I got a fat man discount. That's probably what it was. Yeah, man. Yeah. Hey, so how's the channel going, bro?
Me, it's going good. Really good. We got Mean Joe Green, the boxer, coming on, professional boxer, friend of Lawrence Mabry's. We got Sharif Fordham, former St. John's captain, coming on. And talks with a few other people. In talks with John Starks, his agent, back and forth. His agent and his team's reviewing our channel right now to make sure we're not like Kev W and talk shit about him. So once they look at that hopefully it's just about money and scheduling. And also Spree's trying to get Ian Begley on. Spree's a friend of Ian Begley's, so
That's
exciting
dope.
stuff happening.
That's dope.
Yeah, man.
Exciting stuff.
Yeah, man. The whole channel thing is crazy, man. It's bananas. So I have this thing that I've been doing the past couple of days. I don't know if y'all noticed, but I'm splitting the Knicks at Night podcast and the Knicks Wanna Drive into separate channels. Right?
Really?
And so I did it without people noticing. Yeah, so I did it without people noticing. I just wanted to give it a test run to see if it'll work. Because what happened is, what I want to do is start doing production for each. Like I legit want to have the Knicks at Night podcast, like do shows, live streams, and videos on their joint, and then have it be a separate entity. And then the Knicks Wanna Drive do live stream shows and videos on their channel, like the personalities be separate, like CP the artist, Free Key, Ghetto Intellect, and everybody that comes through on the Knicks Wanna Drive legit have their own thing. And then the Knicks at Night podcast legit have their own thing on Blanche Tears, since it's where they originated or whatever. But if it wasn't for cats like the Weeknd and Rob the Nick, there would never have been a civil war in the first place. We probably would have been all getting along and probably could have did it on one channel.
Blame them while they're off camera.
But the ego. Nah, but the egos are too big, bro. The egos are too big. Like I love Rob the Nick. He the OG triple OG, right, of the Knicks at Night podcast. But bro, when he get on the roll, dog, he can go for like 12, 14, 17 minutes straight. You know what I'm saying? And before you interrupt him, he be like, nah, let me finish. And I'll be like, yo, you've been talking like 14 minutes straight. So yeah. But anyways, it is what it is.
Then you got the Z and Freezy podcast. So you got 3 shows.
Yeah, man. I keep throwing those.
You keep calling off sick for that.
Out there for free, but he keep missing them. I don't know. He must have a banana peel radar or something. He keep dodging the banana pills.
On the way out
I don't want to.
Yo, you mean Freezy? You trying to say he activated the star?
What?
Freezy, you trying to say Spree activated the star and didn't snip on the banana peel?
Yeah, but he may be too far around the curve. He might be too far around the curve. So, yeah, man. So that's what we've been. So right now we're streaming on both channels and on Periscope. So we're streaming on Blonde Tears, Knicks Focus, which is the Knicks at Night podcast, and we'll do like Knicks and Mets stuff, and then we're streaming on the Knicks Morning Drive right now just to give it a test run to see what it'll be like, and then once I figure out the logistics of it, then I'll start doing the Knicks Morning Drive solely on that, and then the Knicks at Night podcast solely on this. That way I won't have to worry about CP the artist crashing the Knicks at Night podcast, or Hoodie Cat crashing the Knicks Morning Drive. And make sure you gotta check out the merch too. The merch is fire, bro. For that.
Nice.
That's dope. The Knicks at Night podcast.
Nice, man.
Yeah.
or what?
Yeah. Yeah. So we got a lot of stuff going on, man. And YouTube, if you're watching, pay me.
I didn't hear you.
Yeah, man.
What did you say?
No, I told YouTube, if you watching, pay me. Yeah, man. So city, you got something you want to you got something you want to introduce to the world, or you want to wrap it here?
Well,
It is 2:34. I mean, we can knock off right
no, we
here.
can. Yo,
I
listen,
mean, because
listen. We can wrap it here, or we can't wrap it here. But if we wrap it here, you know what I'm saying? Only thing I want to do is I want to give a shout out to the people. You know what I'm saying? If we wrapping it up, I want to give a shout out to the people. I want to give a shout out to my guy, the one and only Hoodie Kev, aka Kev W. Coach Zach is here. You know what I'm saying? He's here. Rob the Nick is here, I think. Well, he was here. I don't know if he's still here.
He's still here to sleeping.
But like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's here. But listen, if we're gonna wrap it up, I want to give a shout out to the people, man. I want to give a shout out to my chat family, everybody that's down there in the chat. Y'all already know how I feel about y'all. Y'all already know what I do. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that's watching. Shout out to everybody that's gonna watch. You know what I mean? On that replay, we respect you guys too. It's early. You know what I'm saying? We here, man. We in the building. And y'all already know what to do, man. Get those likes up, man. Hit that thumbs up button. And Darth City is going to do one thing real quick. He's going to breathe easy for you. That's it. But we here, man. So, yo, Kev, what's good, bro? You all right?
I'm tired.
Tired?
Yes, tired.
Tired
So
of what?
good.
You acting like you was working.
So
That's all I do is work.
Folding them
Kev,
towels is hard labor.
I'm gonna say this one quick thing, man, before we wrap up. So, or two quick things, right, real quick. So I rewatched the Avengers Civil War explained video from beginning to end. It was like 5 hours, right? Tony Stark is an idiot. Iron Man is an idiot. So secondly, the Knicks are one legit superstar small forward away from being a championship contender for the next 10 years.
If you really
If the Knicks had a guy, so if the Knicks had a guy that can defend 2 through 4 and knock down the 3 and get us about 17 points a game, bro, I think we'd be in the Eastern Conference Finals every year, just about for the next 8 to 10 years. If Julius Randle and RJ Barrett continue on the path that they're on.
Kept trying to sneaky flip you off.
No, I one. Tony Stark is a worldwide hero. Literally saved all of existence. I think we should put
Fictionally.
that man's name.
Why don't you ride in the Humvee with Tony Stark?
Fake.
Listen.
So Coach Z, do you think if we mess around and sign Kawhi Leonard, do you think we can win a championship next year?
If Kawhi Leonard would come here, then we're a contender, yeah.
Right. Automatically, right?
Yeah. With health permitting, yeah.
Right.
It's
Right. That's about
who wants to argue that?
Right. Yeah. Right. That's what I mean. So if we
is it Kevin? Kev, you trying to argue that point?
Huh?
Were you the one who was getting that, trying to argue about Kawhi coming here, making him a contender?
I don't believe Kawhi's coming here. So
No, me neither. But
No, I mean, if you get a Kawhi light, like you don't need Kawhi Leonard. Just and I'm trying to think of a player that's
they can guard 2 through 4 with offensive potential.
yeah.
Jonathan Isaac's one. He's not anywhere near Kawhi Leonard, but he fits that mold.
Not yet, because he's still young and injury
But
prone.
he can guard.
Right?
He can guard all 5. He's 6'11". He can guard 1 through 5.
Yeah, he can guard
And he
all
can score
5
10 points a
positions.
game, so he has offensive potential.
Yeah. Would you? Let me ask you this: Would you trade for him right now?
Yeah. Once he's healthy, he's gonna be a stud.
What would you give up for him? Would you give up both first-round picks this year in the draft?
Yeah. Anybody who disagrees, I mean, I would encourage them to go watch some film on him and really think about it for yourselves. But yeah, I'm a huge Jonathan Isaac fan.
My only deal is if you trade for Jonathan Isaac, what does that mean for Obi Toppin?
Does it matter?
Nope.
No. Listen to what I'm asking you.
Yeah, I know.
Listen to what I'm asking you. I'm asking you, like, what does that mean if you trade for Jonathan Isaac? What does that mean for Obi Toppin? Like,
he's still the backup 4, and Jonathan started the small forward. Because Jonathan started in the small forward. He plays the 3 and the 4.
You wouldn't trade Obi, though, is what I'm getting at? You wouldn't trade Obi for
wanted Obi and like a first rounder and Obi instead of 2 firsts, I'd consider it. I mean,
no, not in that trade. I'm saying you acquire Jonathan Isaac for the 2 firsts that we mentioned, and once you get him on a roster, would you consider trading Obi Toppin for, say, a young point guard?
Yeah. If Obi Toppin could get us a young point guard that's solid, yes.
Would you do Obi Toppin? Would you do Obi Toppin for Kira Lewis Jr.?
I don't know. I haven't watched enough of Kira Lewis Jr. He didn't impress me in the game we played him.
Right. Neither did
Obi. Any game. He gets 8.6 rebounds. We're throwing a frenzy about him.
Right. Right.
Yeah, I don't know. That'd be an intriguing conversation. See what I could get. But I like Jonathan Isaac a lot. So if we get him, then we top and we can have that conversation.
I feel you. I think a healthy Jonathan Isaac, along with RJ Barrett and Julius Randle, makes us a contender in the Eastern Conference, like legit contender for the Eastern Conference.
People don't understand like how good he really is. He's only 22. He's 6'10", 6'11", whichever. He's slim. He started as a 3 and he plays the 4 a lot too with the modern NBA the way it is. But he can play 3 or the 4. He can guard 1 through 5. He's quick. He's going to be within probably the next 3 to 5 years the best perimeter defender in the game, the best defender in the game. So then he can shoot the 3 a little bit. He can attack the basket a little bit. He's a project on offense, but yeah, I'm high on him.
Well, what would you feel? How do you feel, Tibbs? If Tibbs would get his hands on Jonathan Isaac, what would you think his potential would be like once Tibbs touches him?
Defensively, sky's the limit. Offensively, probably in that same Luol Deng type range, 10 to 15 points a game for his career potential, which is all you would need.
Right.
At least with the roster constructed the way it is, that's all you need.
Right. And so the reason why I think that makes us a contender is because that move sends Reggie Bullock to the bench.
Yep.
And you still get quality Reggie. You still get quality Reggie Bullock minutes, but Jonathan Isaac does what Reggie Bullock does at a higher level.
Yeah. With more wrinkles to his game offensively than Reggie Bullock. And he's coming off a torn ACL, so this kind of sounds stupid, but he doesn't have the back problems that Reggie Bullock has. So he's healthier, he's younger, and Reggie can't guard all the premier 3s in the league. Jonathan Isaac, within the next couple of years, will be able to guard every single player in this league. He's that good, and if anybody don't need to go watch him and realize just how good this man is.
And he's a New York guy.
Yep. Yes, sir. I was having this conversation with Ron, man. Shout out to him on one of his episodes a while back, and he wasn't too sold on him. So he was watching film during the stream, and you can see Ron's eyes just get light up. He fell in love.
Yeah, I like Isaac. I like Isaac a lot, and I think so. For one, he fits the timeline. For two, he fits the team defensive scheme. He's a team chemistry guy. My only deal is he's always hurt.
Yeah,
That's my and that would be the reason. That would be the reason why Orlando would probably be willing to trade him, because even though he has potential, he's always hurt, and you don't know. You don't know if he's always hurt because he's injury prone or if it's just unlucky.
well, that
And
bubble
right now,
injury was unlucky. That torn ACL was
yeah,
just unlucky.
yeah,
He played
yeah,
what 47 out of the how many games we played? 62 games last year, right? Or 50
right,
something. He played 47. I mean, the year before that he played 50 something, I believe. So like, he's injury prone, but also at the same time with the emergence, I don't want to say emergence, that sounds bad, but Reggie Bullock playing as well as he is, and really filling in the way we need him to. He could, if something happens, Jonathan Isaac got to take off or miss a few games here and there, gets hurt, a couple weeks, nagging injury. Reggie Bullock could definitely step in and fill in admirably enough in the regular season, get Jonathan Isaac right for when the games matter.
right, right. And he's a future piece, a future
Yes.
cornerstone.
And let me clarify. Like if in the beginning of the year when I first started coming on your show, if our draft picks were what everybody thought they were going to be then, like top five and a top 10, I wouldn't trade them for Isaac. But now that the picks are the way they are, and the way they're probably going to end up being, I mean, there's no point. And why not?
Right, right. No doubt. No doubt.
Let me throw this name out because you guys were saying about guarding 2 through 4. He should be available this off season. He dropped 18 on us. Trey Lyles, 6'10", 25.
Yeah, that'd be also, he'd be very intriguing if a guy like Burks or a guy like Bullock walks. He'd be very, very intriguing to look at to fill in Bullock's role.
He can play the 3,
right,
the 4,
right,
and the 5.
Exactly. But he could also, that's what I'm saying. So if Bullock or so, walks, you could have him. But I wouldn't invest to be like a long-term future cornerstone piece, like let's say Jonathan Isaac could be, or
right.
But that's a good idea. That's someone to definitely think about. No doubt.
If you bring in Trey Lyles, though, what do you do with Kevin Knox and Obi?
Send Kevin to China where he belongs. Nothing to say there.
Wow.
I mean, I want the kid to do well. I'm a Knicks fan. I want every Knicks player to do well. All jokes aside, but I'm tired of waiting on him, man.
Right.
Kev has to go play at the Rucker or at Dykeman.
He'd get embarrassed.
I watched Trey Burks do it a whole summer, get extended with the Knicks, trade it, and get another extension with the Dallas Mavericks.
But that wasn't what got him that. What got him that was the G League experience and humbling himself. And Trey Burks also had that style. Like I watched it. I'm a huge Michigan fan. I watched him his whole. I mean, his college career, a little bit in high school when they said they were recruiting him and he commit. He's always had that dog mentality in him. Like yes, he's a defensively way limited. He's a liability on defense. He's not the best playmaker, but it's too small. But when it comes to putting the ball in his hands and telling him to score, that man can do whatever you need him to do. Like he plays with heart. Is what I'm saying. Kevin Knox has the exact opposite of Trey Burke. He has all the physical tools. He's a specimen physically. He has the physical ability to play defense. He has the physical ability to score at any level. He has all the God-given ability, but no heart.
Yeah, you can't coach that.
So if he goes to a place in Dykeman or places like that where it's literally New York concrete jungle, like everybody that plays there, you got to have a heart to even get on the court. He's going to get embarrassed. That'd be horrible for him.
But what if it brings something out of him? That experience.
I doubt it. You look at him. He had a really like spoiled upbringing. Dad was a pro.
Mhm.
Everybody probably worshipped the ground his dad walked on around him when he was younger, and worshipped the ground he walked on because of his dad. He was
Right.
probably never coached a certain way, and now that he's too old to learn and he's different, hopefully he gets better. But he's just that type where you could tell he was a silver spoon his whole life.
No, I don't. Are we coming into the third year on Knox?
Finishing out the third, going into year 4 next year.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Well, isn't that what his coach said?
It doesn't matter. Calipari says literally anything about anybody. He's told people Michael Kidd-Gilchrist would develop a jump shot. Like, he's a salesman.
For real.
That's what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to get as many players as possible. He'll tell you Kevin Knox was Kevin Durant straight out of high school if it made that was the reason he was going to get Kevin Knox in the league. It just helps his cachet. I mean, he once said that Michael Kidd-Gilchrist was a stud and would end up being one of the best small forwards in the league. I mean, are we supposed to sign Kidd-Gilchrist because that's what Calipari said?
Didn't we try to?
Yeah, but I'm saying, are we supposed to like give him a roster spot?
No.
No.
No. But I'm just
And even
saying,
Michael Kidd-Gilchrist has scored double digits in the league, like Kevin Knox. He's had a better career if you look at it than Kevin Knox, and he's out of the league right now. He's a much better defender. I'd take Michael Kidd-Gilchrist on my team before I took Kevin Knox on my team.
Right.
Yeah, because he definitely brings the defense.
Grit, rebounding, heart. Not that I'd want him really like that, but I mean, if you got into my head, I had to pick the two. As a coach, I'd take a bunch of Michael Kidd-Gilchrist over a Kevin Knox because Michael Kidd-Gilchrist at least has some sort of intestinal fortitude.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I understand. Okay, so let me ask you this: would you trade Knox to the Pistons for Hamidou Diallo?
Yeah. I mean, if it doesn't really move a needle, Diallo's not that much better, but Diallo actually has games where he can show you. At least he's trying to compete out there. He's trying to do something other than stand in the damn corner, as Freezy would say, with his hand up his butt.
Yeah.
So is that like a? Would that be?
Wait, was the spirit of Kev W alive? We're making this a Knox at Night podcast without him. We can't do that.
Yeah, but would that be a step up? Would that be a step up?
No, not really. Maybe a minuscule one, but nothing that's gonna do anything for you.
Right.
Because Diallo can't really shoot. He's just not. I mean, so you're losing shooting there, but he's athletic, but so is Kevin Knox. It's just he uses his athleticism. So you have another 3 that can't shoot. Man, I don't know. It just doesn't. In my opinion, we need more shooting. I wouldn't say it's like better than Kevin Knox. Better.
No, it's not Kevin Knox. No. Maybe.
In my opinion, you just let him. You just trade him for a draft asset or something because I think that's what he's going to get as a second-round pick. If anything, he's not going to get anything else for you. He's not going to get a player that moves the needle. He's not going to get anybody that moves the needle. So either you as Tibbs and a front office standpoint, and all these coaches, the whole coaching staff, whole organization, you either do one of two things. You sit there and you dig your heels in and you say, I'm changing this man and I'm working with this guy for the next 2 to 3 years. No matter what happens, we're making a commitment to Kevin Knox.
Mm-hmm.
You either do that or you just get rid of him now. Cut him if you have to. Just get him off the team. There's no point in having such a young guy with that much potential ride the bench. If you can't fix him, let some other coach and team worry about fixing him.
But are they trying to fix him? Or is it?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
They wouldn't keep putting him in the games here and there. Like, it wasn't like the last couple times he's gotten in the game, there wasn't like an injury or anything at the small forward position. Like, if you would have been like, for example, when that Thunder game and that Spurs game, you knew Frank was getting in the game because of injury, right?
Right.
So the last couple of games Kevin Knox has gotten in the game, it's not like, oh, there's an injury. We know Kevin Knox is going to play. Right? When he gets out on the floor, you're like, what the hell is going on?
Right.
You know, so they're trying to give him that game reps, which means he's showing him something in practice. See, I said Kevin Knox too many times. Freeze is going again.
But I hate to see that type of potential wasted, because every time I see J.R. Smith, I'm like, dude, like you could have been such a better player had
Smith,
you had some type of work ethic, because like you're athletic off of the charts, and there wasn't a shot you didn't like.
Yeah.
So I want to see Kevin. He's still young, and I feel like there are some players that are late bloomers, but I don't know if we have. I don't know if we're going to be that patient to wait till he's 24 to see if he.
And the difference between, like, if people use example, I've talked to a few friends of mine said, like, well, look at what happened to Julius Randle. You see that can't happen to Kevin Knox. Julius Randle's career averages was 16 points, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists a game over the first 7 or 6 years, whatever it is, of his career. When does Kevin Knox average 16, 8, and 3? You know, because Julius Randle still showed over his career that he could bully people inside whenever he wanted. He was a force on the inside, in the post. He was a great rebounder and an above-average playmaker at the 4 position, even before he blew up. So, like, at least
Julius Randle has always had a higher usage rate than Kevin Knox.
It doesn't. There's a reason for that, because he was always a solid player. Julius Randle was a serviceable starter before he came to the Knicks.
Yeah, Randle always had a nose for the ball too.
Yeah, he was always. I watched him live. He was great. Not great, like not like all-star great or anything like that, but he was still a good starter, a solid starter in this league.
Right. Yo, I gotta go, man. I'm gonna jump off right quick because I gotta do the next money drive, and then I gotta do some stuff at like 7:00. So I'm gonna jump off right here, man. It was great to have everybody on, man. I'm gonna see y'all at what time y'all coming on, bro?
Us after the game, 3:30.
3:30.
Yep.
Is it 3:30-ish, or
it depends. If the game's over, 3:30 on the dot.
Okay.
So,
okay.
If not, then whenever the game's over.
All right. So I'm gonna try to holler at y'all tomorrow, bro. But I'm working with hotel Wi-Fi.
All right.
So yeah. So I'll holler at y'all later, man. Thanks for everybody for coming through, and we'll see y'all at like 8:45 with the Continental Hotel breakfast.
All right.
All right, y'all.